Hi, welcome to DILF Talk. I'm Looksmaxxing, and with me, as always, is
Chorazard Grossner.
And we're here to maximize our looks.
100%.
Mog everyone in the room.
Get mogged,
Sorry, crew.
boy.
Sorry to the crew just got mogged. I didn't mean to
Get
do it.
mogged.
Yeah, but that's just what reality is. I'm sorry to drop the final pill on you.
Yeah, eat it. Red pill, bitch.
Now, Tanner, you need to develop your cuck pill. I've been saying this to you. Your cuck pill's not developed.
What's a cuck pill?
I don't know. This guy was talking about it.
The cuck pill?
Yeah, it was this wonderful conservative Elijah Schaefer was talking to a shirtless gentleman about, trad conservatism and
Oh, God.
the final cuck pill. And he's like, look, I got a guy you're going to love him, platinum blonde hair. You're going to come out. You're going to fuck bitches with him.
Mm.
Real conservative talk.
Totally.
And then he explained how, really, you don't even need, the girls kind of, just with your homies, you if you double fucking vag with your homies, that's a quote. You know how, it's not, is that gay?
Not at all.
Yeah, so anyway.
I guess the real ultimate, theological question is, was Joseph a cuck?
I guess it's a matter of if pregnancy or intercourse is what makes you the cuck.
I mean, it was technically intercourse, like the ultimate intercourse.
Why? I thought it would be without intercourse.
Well, I mean, that's one way to tell a human that you're not banging him down. But she, I'm not trying to be blasphemous or
Don't
offensive.
spoil disclosure. I haven't seen it yet. Okay.
I'm so sorry. I know you've been too busy to see it. I'm so sorry.
If you're gonna spoil,
guys, or delete that. I don't want to ruin.
If you're gonna spoil Steven Spielberg's new movie for me, don't say spoiler alert. This is
spoiler. I'm sorry. Reverse spoiler alert, which means you spoiled. But yeah, it was a good movie.
Yeah. What was the message? Open your hearts and minds and close your eyes and open your mouth.
I haven't seen it. I've heard it's just great though.
Well, it's Steven Spielberg. You're not gonna do better than that.
One of the best.
What's
your favorite Spielberg movie?
Oh my God, there's so many great movies by Spielberg. I like the one about the AI boy whose love is real, but he is not.
Changed my life. What about E.T.?
It's called The Boy Who Mogged His Brother.
Get mogged, bitch.
And then I like E.T. The real thing that I'm looking forward to at disclosure is the message of we need to relearn empathy on this world, from the great Steven Spielberg.
What is that? I've never even heard of such a message. That's
it's from Alien. Yeah, no one's ever heard of it.
We need to what?
Relearn empathy. The alien, apparently, that's going to be the key to everything.
That's the message.
No word on Gaza from it, but that's to be expected. We don't need to turn to Spielberg to know about the problems with empathy in the war. We have a new meter for how things are going over there.
What is it?
Okay, right now I believe they're not going. I believe it's just a very pastel
You talk about
system.
the Middle East right now, of course.
We don't have time. It's so complicated and it changes every.
It's very complex.
And these come out in the past and the future, so they're going to be. But at this moment, if you need an anchor in time and space, the current forecast for how Israel's doing. Go ahead and put that up there. He just got the news they might have signed a peace deal.
Oh fuck!
Look at that face. Look at now. See the problem? You see a problem here or that? Now let's go to what we want to see, the score we want to see. The other
want
part.
that.
We
Smiling.
need this. When I go, hey, I need an update in the Holy Land. I want to see that angelic face smiling back at me. I don't want to see this broken-hearted, beautiful
shit.
boy who feels betrayed because America's always letting them down.
This is our version of the atomic clock, I guess. Is there anything?
It's my atomic clock. That's true.
Is there anything worse than this? What is it? The doomsday clock, not the atomic clock. This is our doomsday clock. Does it get worse? Does he get more upset?
I hadn't wanted to think about it. And,
I'm sorry.
I'm not gonna. If we play that, shit's going to pot. If that has to be thrown up, the really bad one.
So right now, what's made him so sad? That sweet man.
They have a tentative deal memo for peace in Iran, and everybody's kind of fighting now. Now Trump's. I don't know why he's suddenly turning his back on, how I feel, our best friend.
It's okay, man. You can cry on this show.
I'm having a double smoke to get past it.
Look, whatever it takes to feel okay. I know a lot of people's hearts are broken when they hear peace treaty. And
well, it's the most asymmetric thing there is peace. You know that. I know that. I don't got to tell Tanner that. He fucking knows.
I guess, you're just not always going to get the nuclear war you're hoping for.
I wish I hadn't come home from Turkey so early to show off my new hair so I could have stayed and fought the good fight.
Which looks fucking great, dude.
I know. Let's talk about something that's really working out, though. This hair, yeah. Dude, I have let me tell you something. You want to talk about smashing?
Yeah.
You want to talk about smashing?
Yeah, I do.
Smashing some D into some P.
Yeah, let's talk about it.
I may have an infection. I don't know yet.
Are you fucking kidding me?
I am swollen.
Oh my, which part of you?
Well, the urinary tract.
Your entire urinary tract or your balls?
Hey, pee after sex, guys. That's the main message. When you go on a hair plug and sex tour of Turkey and the near Mideast, you gotta, number one, play it safe and go pee right after.
How was the hair plug feeling? I've heard it's quite painful.
It is. Actually, it's actually really, currently, it's like, it is on fire. My head feels like it is on fire. And that's because I call it my mogging sense. It's like I just mogged someone nearby. That's when I feel the burning up here.
Yeah, you feel it when you mog.
It's akin to a spider sense or bottom fever.
Absolutely.
If you've ever had bottom fever and you go, oh my God, something's wrong.
So this hair that I'm looking at, that hair came from your ass, right? Like that's where they get it from.
All. No, I didn't do the clone hair transplant.
What'd you do?
Basically, they spin your cells. Okay.
Yeah.
They put you give them a culture of cells.
Yes.
Okay. They spin it in this kind of machine they got. Okay. Mm-hmm. They add some proprietary mixture. I'm not exactly clear on. It's kind of an odd color.
What color?
Like mythological ichor of the gods.
What color is that?
I can't verify that.
It's not a Crayola color. No one's picturing.
No,
what is that?
It's no color you've seen on this earth.
Oh my God.
And then the doctor drinks it, and then he comes out and gives me hair plugs.
Well, it looks great. It works.
Can't argue results.
Can't argue results, my friend. It looks beautiful.
The doctor drinks a beautiful golden liquid.
Wow.
He comes in fucking jazzed up, this Turkish doctor.
Yeah.
As excited as a Turkish doctor. You know that saying.
Yep.
And he goes, let's get to work. And I don't even know where the hair comes from. I never even brought it up because I was so excited by his.
You don't need to know. Excitement. Who cares?
Mm-hmm.
You don't need to know. It looks good. Look at you. Mm-hmm. You're ready to go.
Oh, my. Yes.
And you've been banging. And now you've got a little infection.
I mean, wow. I will never get into past the pearly gates guarded by St. Peter now after the amount of fucking I just did. Put it that way. So much.
I can feel it, by
There's
the way.
not a place for me in heaven now because of the amount of fucking I did.
Which brings us to the topic of today's show. The underground. Can you guys pull up the video of those dudes coming out?
There's only one place to go now.
Down below.
Deep underground.
Get mogged, bitch. Mogged underground.
Mm-hmm.
Now, why don't we show those people coming out of the New York sewers? A bunch of mysterious gentlemen have been seen coming out of the New York sewers.
Oh.
And Kurt, these aren't the Jews that we're seeing coming out. It's a different.
So these are not typical New York sewer Jews.
Right. And a lot of people, I think,
wouldn't
are
be alarmed
confused.
about that. That's fine.
Of course.
Just, they go down there. They're trying to dig a tunnel to a mikveh, which is a ritual bath for women. It's kind of a Porky's kind of thing.
Yeah.
There's people down there. It's it's good-natured fun.
One of the funniest things about the New York sewer Jews is that apparently there was a dude who kept hearing chanting under his house. Did you hear about this? And he thought he was going nuts or something. Like he was telling people, I'm hearing like they're reciting the Torah down there. So if you said that to anybody, they'd think you'd gone nuts. And as it turns out, he had been listening to them singing as they worked.
Like kind of Seven Dwarfs thing.
Yeah, exactly.
Whistle while you work.
Whistle while you work. That's right.
Right, okay.
So this is just an example of people digging tunnels that maybe you didn't know was happening. And now we have a new example of that. I don't know if they're digging tunnels down there, but do you guys have the video of those guys coming out of the sewer?
Yeah, do you? I believe it was Heraclitus who said, men go to Venus to get their penis. Well, that Greek was wrong. You actually go to Mars. Mars men, testosterone supplement. a testosterone supplement so good, I advertise it on my other podcast. So I'm expecting some more free samples because I got to tell you something. This hair, I had to take a lot of feminine hormone to grow it back, and I'm really going to need to balance out with something. And I like to do it naturally, so sue me. And that's why I like Mars Men. Picture this: you're at the gym, lifting weights. It feels like you're just going through the motions. You're doing that squat machine, you know, that one where you sit on it, and it feels like you just blew your hemorrhoid out again. Well, things are different now. We age, our body's still more fat. We lose muscle faster. It's not just the beer or the junk food. I mean, that's not helping. But it's about changing testosterone levels. And that's where Mars Men comes in. It's a natural supplement designed to support healthy testosterone levels, helping your body burn fat efficiently and build lean muscle. Imagine your workouts feeling intense again, your energy consistent, and your focus sharper. They make two. They make an all-natural one, and then I don't know what's in the other one, but my girl was reading the ingredients when I first got it, and she was like, you take this one. But between you and me, I take the one, whichever one I feel like. I go, bitch, go make me another sandwich. She's like, you didn't eat the last sandwich. Why would I just keep making sandwiches endlessly? And I'm like, because I'm a Mars man. That's why. For a limited time, our listeners get 50% off for life, plus free shipping, and 3 free gifts at mengotomars.com. Hey, girls can go to China to get a vagina, but men go to mars.com. Guys, if your partner is ready for better sex, whether it be a friend at work, a Tenga egg, a vajankle, maybe it's time for you to be too. That's where Blue Chew comes in. They're on a mission to boost your confidence and help you perform in the bedroom. Their new formula, Blue Chew Gold, is helping millions of men have better sex in 26. And honestly, have the confidence to get out of your goon cave for 5 seconds with Blue Chew. Blue Chew Gold combines ingredients for blood flow with those for mental arousal and connection. Time for less talking, more rocking. That's what I say. And that's what Blue Chew says. Or maybe level up with Blue Chew Gold. You know, I'm a gay man in a sham relationship with a woman, so I need extra help in the bedroom. And Blue Chew Gold works so well, I can even get it up looking at that stinky you-know-what. Because she's ready for a better time, I know that. And I've probably wasted her best fertile years of her life. I'm going to need something special, something powerful. That's Blue Chew Gold. The thing where we don't have to talk about what the issue is because my boner says it all. Right now, when you buy 2 months of Blue Chew Gold, you get the third for free with promo code MYSTERY. That's promo code MYSTERY. Visit BlueChew.com for more details and important safety information. And we thank Blue Chew for supporting the podcast and for several boners I have received over the years from the good folks at Blue Chew.
Tonight, a mystery underground. New York City police are working to identify the men in this video, wearing waders and carrying flashlights, prying open a manhole in Queens and slipping into the sewer. They're also trying to identify 7 men, some with headlamps and shovels, going into the sewer in Brooklyn and then emerging one by one. One guy almost gets hit by a car.
Oh my God, that would suck so bad.
This happens from time to time, but there are a lot of hazards down there. Unstable surfaces, confined spaces,
you can slip.
Noxious gases. Police in the Department of Environmental Protection inspected the sewer system and said they found nothing tampered with, insisting our infrastructure is safe.
Thank God.
Police believe these urban scavengers pose no threat, but David, officials say entering the sewer system is both illegal and extremely dangerous.
Yeah.
David?
Dangerous, and those images.
There's unless you're a trained ninja, I wouldn't ever venture down there.
No, I would never go down there. But what do you buy that story? They're down there looking for treasure? What kind of treasure do you find in the New York sewers?
Who knows? You got to just go explore. You know, I say just pick up a shovel and a manhole cover and just see what you find.
It is fascinating, though, that they just from seeing these men emerge from the sewers, they're treasure hunters. How do you think it could be anything? They could be burying a body down there. There could be anything happening.
Well, the treasure's the friends you make along the way, as the great meme says.
That's what I always say.
And,
How long did you live in New York?
Oh, man, 20 years. You know, and 20 years of living there, I never popped one of them.
Never once.
You know, there's like these New York traditions, like you twist off the end of a fire hydrant and when a hot summer day.
Yeah.
Everybody dances around in the fire water. Or you pry open a manhole cover, go down there with 7 of your buddies, Go looking for
New
Go
York
looking for
sewer treasure.
yeah, for sewer Jews. They were kind of a cryptid back then. Now we know they exist, but at the time it was more of a cryptid situation.
What was the New York sewer
like
Jews?
Dogman or something.
Is this an older story than what we all know about? Were there whispers of the sewer Jews before it hit the mainstream?
No, it never came up once. Until I never.
No one talked
20 years,
about it.
no one brought it up. It was mostly a thing about the circumcising with your mouth.
Right.
But it was a strong voting bloc.
Right.
And Bloomberg, of course, he's a trained Mithraist, Magi.
Yeah.
So he's not going to do nothing about that.
So
He
you
thinks
never,
it's hot,
20 years, you'd think in 20 years you would hear about sewer treasure hunters. You would hear that there's treasure in the sewers.
The Ark of the Covenant could be there, for all you know.
Maybe not. Maybe.
Well,
you never
yeah,
know.
Maybe not now.
Yeah.
Thanks, Homeland
They
Security.
got it. It's going to be hard to get the Ark out of a manhole, though.
Do you see how they foiled that plot at UFC? I texted Joe to see if he was okay.
Yeah, I saw. I didn't know. I just spun by it when I was doom scrolling. I figured there was going to be some kind of plot. They arrested somebody.
Tyson Proper, I think his name is. Let's get a picture of the suspect. Really, there's 5 suspects, and I heard one of them might be an illegui. And they were planning an elaborate, some would say, far-fetched and not real plan.
What was
Because
the
of
plan?
how crazy it was. Well, probably a lot of digging in the sewer.
Really?
Well,
They were
it
going
was
to come
like
up through the
drones.
sewers?
They're gonna. Oh, let's see what the news tells us. But you see, the guy's face. I wanted to show you this face.
Our other top story this evening, and we are learning new details tonight.
Oh, they were
Attack
after
at the
Just
US
Dance Vance and,
fight at the White House from Sunday. Tonight, new court records show the FBI believes this group was targeting President Trump, Vice President Vance, and others.
The FBI saying that the plan included dropping explosives from drones over the event there with the hopes the panic would drive people to run out, where they would be easy targets for snipers planning to shoot down their targets. So the FBI learned about the possible threat Wednesday, 4 days before the
God
event.
damn it.
5 men now
Can-
from 4 states.
Can we pull up their
have been
mugshots?
arrested.
These dangerous assassins.
Who will be America's next top retard? It really is like an American Idol where they go looking for the most slowpoke. Like they go on Discord in a video game thing. But yeah, so do you know what the motive of terrorism was?
What?
Dissatisfaction with the handling of the Epstein files. That's the new radical Islam, y'all.
Are you fucking shitting me, man?
I know. You knew that we all knew we should shut up about it, but who knew we were supporting terror
Holy
in the
shit.
nation of guitar? Do you know it's not guitar?
Dissatisfaction.
It's pronounced guitar, like the instrument. Do you
Wait,
take
what?
Qatari money? You know, they go.
Oh, Qatar.
No, it's guitar. It's pronounced guitar.
I thought it was Cutter.
I did too. It's actually guitar.
Guitar?
Yeah, guitar.
Let's pull up these assassins, these trained, malicious
We'll get to the
Epstein
phases. Where do you see-
investigators.
I mean, we're talking about guys possibly with tier 1 operator level skills. I mean, I don't know all the trade craft, but put this guy's face up and you know you're dealing with oh, you see it? Can we put it on this TV? All I see is the back. There we go. Look at that guy.
Holy fucking shit.
What are we saying? Mixed race or no?
What?
Mixed race or just all one, or just like a pug?
I don't know, man, but he's hot.
Tyson Proper?
Mogged. Did we just get mogged by this dude?
Not me. If he had,
He mogged me.
maybe they were going to try to mog JD Vance.
Maybe that's
That was their fucking plan.
it's a mog terrorist.
Have you heard about sewer mogging? It's a new thing going on.
Yeah. Yeah.
You're like the hottest guy in the sewer. You know, and then some other guy, oh, now I'm the hottest guy in the sewer. Pretty soon you got 7, 8 guys down there mogging the hell out of each other.
You know, I do think though this is like the sewer Jews as well as the sewer excavators is a great entry point to a true mystery that many of us have wondered about, which is what the fuck is underground? What's going on down there? Is it possible that underneath the United States and the whole planet, there are massive networks of tunnels, underground subways, bizarre experiments,
Yeah.
reptilians?
Mag-Lev, you mean? You mean the Mag-Lev?
The Mag-Lev, yeah, exactly.
The thing that China is building above ground that they're going to
Underground.
let their citizens use. You know that commie hellhole China?
I've heard of it.
Yeah, they're building a Mag-Lev. They have flying cars. Also, Mag-Lev, the thing
Yeah.
that we've had since the 90s here, but you're not allowed on it. It's underground.
Right.
Why do we have a Mag-Lev, though, Duncan? Do you know why? Because of, and this is the thing that's going to really bring problems for this channel.
What?
COG, continuity of government. It's the thing you should never talk about.
Okay.
Yeah.
Before we get to continuity of government, I thought that maybe we would just build up, sort of the known precursors to where we're going to go to, which is, can you pull up that ancient city? This has always blown my mind. For those of, because maybe some of you, probably not people watching the Mystery Boys, but some people are like, there's no fucking way there's a massive labyrinth of tunnels built by the government under the United States. Pull up.
Some of them were there, though.
This is a fascinating underground city in Turkey. This dude was noticing air rushing out of his basement.
Oh.
They, I think, cleared a wall away and find.
Oh, that's where I got my hair plugs.
That's where, now it's all hair plugs down there.
Osgood, Turkmen,
It used to
Kirk.
be a historic site, but yeah. So this is like, can you Google this underground city so we can just show people like videos of this fucking thing, which is fascinating. This is a massive underground city, including ventilation. It's just essentially like an ant's nest underground.
Back to work, Tanner. I like to tell if someone's, hey, you, why are you getting up? Back to work.
Check this out.
Okay.
This place doesn't end. I literally have no idea where we came from.
Wait, where's this?
This is
Turkey?
This is the.
Oh,
this
Turkey.
is where you got your hair transplants.
What's in
Right,
there?
yeah. Well, you see the air, it keeps the humidity out of your
Ah, I
follicles.
get it.
Yeah. And then this is down where you go. Yep. It's not bad. I mean, this actually got a little bit spooky.
I wouldn't want to walk through there to get new
But
hair.
once you get in, it opens up, and then
Seems
you're like,
scary.
This is
ooh.
where the burial was.
Yeah. And then I got into there and just laid flat.
This is just sitting behind someone's house for the longest time, and now
So
it's
what's the
a
fourth of a
historic
million
site.
and that's
But my
10%
point,
of
the
entire
point
city.
is, this was a very long time ago.
Wait, 4 kilometers. Can we convert that to like not communist measurements, please?
Yeah, please. No
'Cause
more
I don't know what
pinko
the fuck
measurements,
that means.
guys.
That might be 3 inches.
Kilometer?
That might be 1,000,000 feet. I don't know because I don't know that system because I'm from this country.
It's 2.5 miles of
Oh,
tunnels.
I mean,
Dug by the ancients. So,
tiny people look like.
and then, so let's cut to modern time just to create a backstory before we get to continuity of government, which is the actor Bahn. You've heard of this, right?
I brought it up to Christina P. While I was working deep undercover in my LGBTQ CIA outfit.
Actor Bahn.
Not actor Bahn. Bahn.
Has this been proven this exists?
No, it hasn't been proven. But it probably does exist.
A viral Los Angeles urban legend and internet conspiracy theory claiming that a secret underground tunnel network exists for Hollywood's elite to bypass city traffic.
Yeah, the secret Starbucks. You go, and they know your order. And the guy knew Seinfeld's order and
But
Clooney's
look,
order.
a day at the secret Starbucks. So that is that
Yeah, that's the secret
that's
Starbucks.
real.
Let's see what it says. Beneath. When did this come out?
October 18th, 2024.
Okay, it's 2 years ago. Let's see. Inside the depths of a series of tunnels, there's Starbucks. Yeah, secret Starbucks. So actor Bahn is part of secret Starbucks, I say.
Yeah.
Why is this a myth? Why are they saying it's a myth? It's not. Also, under the Getty, there's 100% tunnels and stuff under there. If there's a real problem in California, the governor goes to the bunker underneath Getty. So that's what's under there. If the U.S. gets nuked, let's say, God forbid, Iran or North Korea get nukes, and then the first thing they're going to do is launch them this way.
Please God protect this country. From
Yeah,
Iran.
please, God,
Please God protect this
send your
country.
golden dome to our leader, of the bravest man I know of,
Please God build the ballroom. Please
Larry
God.
Ellison, and give him the strength that he needs. I know his plastic surgery. He might have went to Turkey for. I wouldn't get a facelift in Turkey like he did, but hair plugs. That's the thing you get. Everybody knows that. Anyway, help him, Lord Larry Ellison. Defend this nation. Help our shadow president. And also help the oh, look at those
The
eyes.
animals.
He's like, well, you talk about a great man. Look at those eyes. Now,
Good man, good
who
dude.
could possibly have a problem with this man watching you shower using your smart?
Not me.
Your smart fridge.
I have a picture of him in my shower already.
Dude, I hear that. I had to take mine out of the shower because I don't have time
I
to
know.
be in there
I know.
looking into those
I know why you took it out.
beautiful eyes.
I
of
had that
his.
problem too for a little bit, but yeah,
I'm like, I'm not going to be mogged in my own shower by Larry Ellison. I'll tell you that.
yeah. Nobody likes getting an
I
Ellison.
felt like I got
mog.
mogged. Can you put him back up, but not too long because I don't want to get mogged too hard again? Oh, yeah. Mogging and... Oh, my God. Do you feel yourself getting mogged? Because you know why? Look at that great work he had done. He's got like Kenny Rogers eyes. Did he go to Kenny Rogers guy? Oh, look at
Let's
him.
pull up Kenny Rogers.
That's the
side by
face
side.
Larry Ellison makes when a new employee is at his private Hawaiian island.
Welcome to my. Oh
No,
my
not
God.
old. No, the newer. Keep going. The new. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
There he is.
Look at that. Born again.
Now let's keep him up, and you know what? Let's have a battle. Let's have an.
That's insane. It's the same eye.
Okay, wait. We got to add one more. We got to add one more. Okay, who's that guy that talks about aliens and he's friends with Valet and them, and he's he was doing the test. He's like a respectable UFO guy. He's got eye lift just like that. I'm fucking forgetting his name. He's friends with Fauci. It turns out that son of a bitch. Wait. Shit. Put like UFO disclosure scientists. Oh wait, let's see if that
Gary Nolan?
Wow, the great work.
Wow, you guys are good.
Gary Nolan. Yeah, that's why you know that you could trust Gary Nolan because he's really good friends with Dr. Fauci, another great man. Oh yeah, let's
What
just
the
get on his eyes
fuck?
though. I mean, when he tells me about UAP,
What is this?
about wet ass pussy or UAPs. There you go. Wait, but can we get it with no glasses? I'd like to get those window panes off his face. I'd like to see. It's like the three tenors, but of beautiful eyes. These guys.
Why? Why?
You know, you can't. Let's make a nice bigger Nolan and get him next to those other guys, and we're gonna have a mog off. Okay, Battle of the Beautiful
What the
Eyes.
fuck, man? I've never seen.
Okay, there's an epic battle of eye moggers that you.
Can you pull up the leader of Heaven's Gate?
Look at the three of them.
Because it feels like he's got the same eyes, but I could be totally wrong.
No,
I could be wrong. I could be wrong.
I bet you're way off on this. I would remember. No,
No,
that guy-
he's got different eyes. You're right.
He's not Looksmaxxing. That's just regular eyes.
Yeah,
He-
it's regular
he
eyes.
wasted
You're right,
his
you're right.
Looksmaxxing on his dick
You're right.
or the removal thereof. No, that's the best.
Wow, that's wild that you would get someone to do that to your eyes.
And then there you go. Yeah, look at that. And then you get three of them on a private Hawaiian island. Picture the scene. Traditional native Hawaiian dance.
Yes.
A lot of tech guys there. Nobody
Flowers
knows.
in the air.
Yeah, she dances. Oh, one woman's holding a baby.
Yes.
Then they throw the baby in the air, and then everybody rips
see it.
handfuls of baby and devours it. And then there's Larry Ellison. Go back to Larry Ellison. There's Larry Ellison smiling at you. You're one of us now. Enjoy some raw
You made
baby.
it.
You made it. Partake in the life. And then you run away like a coward. Like a coward. You wake up on the shore hours later, and you're fired. You just got mogged.
Did you say you're fired?
Yeah. That was a test, and you didn't pass.
I got fired for not eating a baby.
It's one
So
of
why
the
did
gravest
you-
insults in that culture.
Why did you leave your last job? Well,
Well, I mean, I'm not sure if I was fired. I didn't go back, is the thing. Because, they were eating a raw baby, and I'm like, this is where I'm bad. I probably should have said, no, I'm not. I don't care for that. But I just was like, I didn't expect. Oh, look, I'm not ready for the big
I
time.
just got nervous.
You handed me in his beady little sewer Jew hands, a piece of baby.
My imposter syndrome kicked in, and I just
then I
didn't
got
eat the
imp-
baby.
And I. And then I got imposter syndrome.
So,
Oh my God.
So here now we've sort of set up. What I would say, and you do you feel like we've done a
There
science?
they are.
Yeah, and those are the sewer children, beautiful sewer children of New York.
They're doing beautiful things in those.
But I
series.
think by now we've set up an incontrovertible like base for what we're about to talk about, because we now see that there was an ancient city, that there's an underground Starbucks,
Yeah.
and Larry
I know it.
Ellison's eyes, we now can, I think, confirm that there's underground military bases that stretch across the United States that have a Mag-Lev train that people use to travel around the country.
Okay, so according to Nathan Reynolds, my plug on a lot of weird shit, it's something to do with Neptunium, and you run a charge through it, and somehow that does something that makes this train Mag-Lev. I don't understand a single part of it. When we went to the University of Texas, those guys didn't know shit about any of it.
Neptunium?
Yeah, none of them knew anything about Neptunium. And there's nothing, I've never found anything that says Neptunium.
It's a synthetic atomic chemical, and I'm trying to
Well, what's
remember.
the electron configuration? You haven't told me about
RN5 parentheses 460.
Oh, right.
Neptunium.
7, 5 squared. Yes.
Yeah, there you go.
Of course, Neptunium. Now I remember.
Yeah, right. So this is what they're using to run.
Oh, there we go.
Mag-Levs.
Floating magnet. So that's the levitation thing. Magnetic. The floating magnet experiment. So some with it Neptunium where you could do this. I don't know or understand why.
But this is just sort of how all those
maybe a
trains work, right?
superconductor?
They levitate, right? This is what and some scientists have disappeared who were looking into room temperature superconducting, because it takes a lot of energy to cool shit down.
Let's see. Tel Aviv University.
Great university.
Professor Guy Deutscher. Guy Germaner is what that would mean in English. And his team were working on extreme cold and super strong magnets.
Almost
Okay.
as strong as my husband, Zachary Addington. Who the fuck says that? What the fuck is this?
Shit. Tanner, I
Don't
don't
mog
want to
us.
I do not want to be science mogged, okay?
We just got science, but he's a pro wrestler. Wait, what just happened? Go back to that article.
Oh my God, I almost died just now of the mogging that was just done to me.
Wait, this is the dumbest article I've ever seen in my life. Let's just start from the top. Can you scroll down a little bit? Magnets have always, go to the very first line. Magnets have always seemed magical to me.
Wow.
They pull and push, but don't move themselves, yet the world rearranges itself around it. Nothing moves, yet everything responds. Almost like the charm of people, magnetism changes everything.
Oh my
and then
God.
somehow they worked into this a picture of their husband. It's the stupidest
Who's
shit.
this? I want to see what this chick looks like.
Where'd you guys find it?
Michelle Garguilo. Can we see what she looks like? Michelle Garguilo? See that name? Put it. I need a picture.
Wait, she's got a wine, pairing wine with your dog.
Yeah.
Have you ever wondered what wine paired perfectly with your happy little pooch?
They're
Who the
spirit
fuck is
wines.
Michelle Forget the underground bullshit. The episode is now about Michelle
Wait,
Garguillo.
was she saying which wine sips this girl? Let's see. Michelle Garguilo. Let's look at a picture of her. But I know she's got a really strong husband.
He's beautiful, strong, beautiful, and he's a wrestler.
Isn't she afraid of being mogged by her own husband, though?
No.
Let's see.
What the fuck?
I mean, I'd hit it, but not with Zachary Eddington around. I bet he'd mog me, and then,
Honey, I'm writing an article about magnets.
did she give birth to that dog? Hey, babe.
Just mention me in it,
All
all
right, I gotta
right?
make some protein. What are you doing? I'm just writing about magnets.
How come you never mention me in your books?
Is there any of that dog left from last night?
What? Hey, what wine pairs with Chihuahua again?
I don't want wine. I'm trying to cut. I'm not bulky anymore. I told you, bitch. Psh. And she cries and goes back to writing. I told you, I'm trying to cut weight, bitch. You're not listening to me.
You better put me in that magnet article.
The splattering of what?
Okay, so here we
Annihilation
go. What the fuck have we just
Oh,
stumbled upon?
I am-
Annihilation archetypes.
Oh man, you just give me a great wine, and a small dog in this book.
Can you pull the book up so we can look at it? Because is that her husband on the front?
Now
Did she
try to
use-
guess which one I'm gonna eat, read, and drink and fuck. I think you'll be surprised.
$50.
Oh,
What the fuck?
And then look at now. That looks like an idealized. Oh, she's like a mermaid. By the way, have you seen like when people have like mermaid-based things,
Like what?
like mermaid weddings and shit?
Yeah, sure.
Eliza Schlesinger is who first drew my.
She had a mermaid wedding?
No, but she was one of the first people to speak out against chicks that are into mermaids, and when no one else was, by the way.
She's always on the cutting edge.
So
But
she knows, yeah.
so wait, you know what? You got to fill me in here, man, because I didn't know that this was, I know Disney adults, like basic bitch stuff like that, but tell me about this.
About which part?
The Mermaid adults.
I couldn't get to the rest of her special, so I don't know exactly her story. But
Right, your internet went
not
out.
because it wasn't hysterical.
Yeah.
It's my internet guy. I hadn't paid my bill.
Yep.
I hadn't paid any bills in quite some time.
they're such
I'm
assholes.
saving up money for great hair plugs, and it was worth it.
It was
but
worth it.
I went through some tough times. Like, I earned this hair.
The Little Mermaid, sure.
Now, the
whatever.
now, I mean, the girl, her eyes are as far apart as a fish. I feel like she was a great pick. You know, I know people didn't like it, but I mean, when you see an actress whose eyes are literally on the sides
She's
of
a
her
fucking
head,
mermaid. They have to have eyes
not
on
gonna
each
cast
side.
her
There's
as a
sharks down
half-fish
there.
woman?
They have to have stretched out eyes. They're sharks. You have
mean,
to be able to
you know,
see from both sides.
Guillermo del Toro made a movie about fucking fish people, and you all gave him an Oscar.
Dude, I
Well,
love
what does
that.
this fish girl get?
I love that
Oh,
movie.
Disney finds a real life fish girl of color. You know how hard that is?
Oh, look, we have the plastic surgery doctor has been using to do eye surgeries.
I did see this when I was getting my hair. They had they're like, you could pick out the number you want of eye haircut,
Yeah.
so to speak. I go, give me the FAS.
Hey, is there any way you could make my eyes look like a child with fetal alcohol syndrome?
Here's what, and here, okay, I'm going
I
to
just
tell
got
you.
mogged by one.
I'm looking for wait, go back. I'm trying to explain what I need to the surgeon. I'm looking for short palpebral features, if that makes sense.
Hey, what do you want your philtrum to look like?
Indistinct?
Okay.
I'd like you to, my philtrum right now is way too distinct.
I can't help but notice you got a really fat upper lip.
And that brings me to the next thing I'm going to need you to take a look at, because this lip is too fat. I'd like it to be almost imperceptible. Like you don't think it's there, but then, you're so busy focusing on my short palpebral fissures.
Couldn't help but notice you do have a short palpebral fissure.
And in my face, I just really need a good, flat mid face.
Yeah, we'll flatten you out.
Have you ever seen the Black Little Mermaid? I'm kind of going, I know you can't get it
Oh,
exactly.
Black Little Mermaid. Yeah.
Like a flat mid face.
Yeah, well, Poseidon was a drunk, so
That's exactly right. He was a
Poseidon
drunk and he
loved
slept around
drinking.
with a lot of different races.
a lot of ladies.
So guess what? This is lore accurate, Little Mermaid. Sorry, chuds.
Can we pull up what is it they say? So apparently the mermaid myth came from horny sailors banging manatees, right?
The Liber sea cow, I believe.
Can we pull up a manatee? I'm pretty sure it was a manatee. I don't know what a Liber
Yeah.
sea cow is, but I just thought it was banging
The
manatee.
Liber sea vacay, we could call it.
Okay. Stellar sea cow.
Okay.
Let's pull up an image search of just a manatee, because I'm pretty sure this shows how horny you get out at sea. Is you see one of these and you're like, that's a lady.
Yeah. It reminds me of somebody, but I can't put my finger on it. Oh, now that, if you're going to have the sea cow try to mog me, then I'm just going to run my jet ski into it. Don't do that. Don't stop trying to mog me. Why is everybody trying to mog me here? I'm sorry that my hair
Dude,
looks
you're
good.
being paranoid. No one's trying to mog you. You're mogging us, all right?
Okay.
Just stop being paranoid.
I mean, don't. Only losers are haters. That's black pill thinking and doomer
Yep.
thinking.
Yep.
And if you're jealous of me, that's because you're a doomer and you will never be able to afford a home. And also, I'm sure your taints are too small because you guys look young in the booth there.
Get
Just don't be
mogged.
jealous.
Get mogged, doomer bitch.
And I want to say to the rest of the poors watching this,
Poor
don't
bitch.
be mad at me.
Get
Watch-
mogged.
That's low IQ thinking.
Get mogged. You're low IQ.
Okay. And by the way, we're going to be giving out a Gavin McGinnis Award for high IQ thinking later. I want to point that out.
Yeah, that's some pretty intense drama that went down with you. We don't have to we can
No, I owe him an apology. That was bald me. Well, since I got this hair, I got a different. I don't have a loser parasite attitude of Trump, you did all the opposite of the things you said you were going to do, and then some bullshit with a ballroom and killing kids. Well, I don't produce. I only cry and try to take what other hardworking people, like the hardworking Gavin McGinnis of Canada.
Did you ever
The
watch?
hardworking monarchist and founder of Vice magazine,
Did you
which
ever watch
later
Yellow-
turned out to be a CIA cutout, and founder of the Proud Boys, which later turned out to be an FBI cutout.
Did you ever watch?
It can happen to anyone.
It could happen to anybody. And this
That's
is,
suspicious. That's bald me.
and I helped him write the apology, so
Mm-hmm.
it's pretty. It's powerful. And dude, honestly, even before we get to the apology, which I don't know if we should do this second, I just want to say, spending that time with you, watching you go through what you were going through, the regret, It really made me respect you even more, man. You're a true man, because it takes a man to write an apology like that.
Oh my God, it was like train spotting when he's going through the withdrawals. That's what it was like for me.
It was intense.
Well, that might have been a fever from,
Okay,
mocking
all right.
people.
Yeah.
I don't know if it was Look, when it's Turkish hair plugs, maybe it's hair plug fever, maybe it's bottom fever.
Hey, look,
'Cause
fever's
you pay
fever.
the hard way for this kind
Bottom, top, it's all a fever.
That's right.
As above, so below.
Asshole pussy, it's all the same thing at the end of
What's
the day.
the difference?
Right?
What's the difference?
If Stephen Steven Spielberg's disclosure has taught us anything, that dick, pussy, asshole, mouth, what's the difference?
Supposedly,
As long as they're not too old, that's what Spielberg is into.
Did disclosure make you question your faith? Because Spielberg said it might make some people question their
I
faith.
spit on the coward Christ after I saw it.
You did not.
I finally worked up the nerve to tell the coward Christ, you know what? I just got a great movie called Disclosure with Steven Spielberg. And now my God is a gray thing that lures me into a gingerbread house and fingers me.
Yeah, fuck.
Okay? I thought this was a beautiful story of two kids, one girl with monarch butterflies all over her room, who gets lured out by Disney animals singing, "Someday my prince will come," into the Hansel and Gretel house, and they say it in the movie. Then the children are held down, and the visitors, we don't know they're aliens, the visitors do things to them,
Like what? Like,
things that make them better, things that make an initiation, if you will. And then at the end, they reveal themselves, and they go, "Listen," but we don't get to know what it is. So it's kind of like, the end, question mark?
I see.
The end?
That's cool.
And then the ball's in your court now. Are you going to learn empathy?
Empathy.
You know, like the kind of empathy Steven Spielberg has.
Empathy. That's the message from the stars.
Well, not for Iran. And don't be anti-Semitic. Let's all calm the fuck down with our hippie shit. I'm just saying empathy within reason, but not too.
Yeah. Don't.
It's a tough road to hoe. I just wait for
Well,
instructions.
it's a balancing act. You get too empathetic. Like,
Mm-hmm.
ugh. If everyone was too empathetic, it would be really fucked up. We get world peace, and we know what that looks like.
We know exactly where it leads.
We know what
It
that
leads
means.
to what?
It means to the frowning Jew in the picture you showed me.
It leads to radical Islam directly.
Damn,
Yeah.
dude.
This is where we're at now, guys. Okay, I'm going to show you where we're at. Here, not good. Not good, Tanner.
Wow.
Yeah, and yes, I'm talking to you, Tanner. You know what I'm talking about. Now, let's put on where we need to get the score. Come on. Let's show the other score. The score we're gonna work towards. That, look at that. Now I want to see that beautiful.
We'll get back there.
That beautiful chosen. Plenty of gums on them teeth.
We'll get back there.
Okay, guy's got no shortage of gums. If you're like, hey, does he have enough gums to get through his life?
Honestly, he's got very healthy gums.
It looks like he has
Those are pink
no
gums.
top lip.
You don't need a lip if you have gums
It's almost like the legendary Wendigo that would chew its own lips off.
Sometimes you do when you're stressed. You chew on your lips.
When you're stressed from constant terrorism. You know?
So now we've established that for sure there's a massive network of underground military. Oh, I forgot. Can you guys look up Strava military bases? I sent this to you.
Oh, okay. Wait. But you need to put in COG because you're not understanding why we have these bases, are you?
Okay, wait, real quick. Last proof. Strava came out and it could track where you were exercising.
And this was in Argentina, so this was probably England, UK bases.
So all of these like hidden military
Yeah,
bases showed up with people exercising under the earth. So
trying to mog each other. A secret army of moggers working on their abs. Looksmaxxing. That's not a sewer
Looksmaxxing.
down there. It's a gym.
didn't,
probably
by the
some
way,
stem cell treatments.
didn't Clavicular just get a bad nose job?
Oh, yeah. Well, that's part of why our score's so low on the Israel meter.
Can you look up Clavicular bad nose job? This is really
that's why
sad.
Peter Thiel left the country. He was brokenhearted. Poor guy. That used to be a beautiful boy. Let's see Clavicular. And
Oh, fuck. I haven't seen it yet.
Look, Clav, listen, buddy. I never meant to
Dude,
mog
that's
you.
brutal.
Clav, I know I'm mogging you right now, but I didn't mean to.
Wait, I thought mogging was like you're more handsome and you're in the
My
presence.
God, he looks like a burn victim.
Is that his new one? Oh,
Jesus.
shit. They shaved
Yeah,
him down.
I mean, maybe he could wear a mask from now on.
Dude, he's done. Once you fuck up your nose, you're done.
I think his only hope now is to get like 10 to 13 more surgeries.
It is possible.
Just have him keep opening it up again and again.
Wow, and he
Let's see,
live streamed
understanding
it.
clavicular. Let's go with this young man with the fascist hair and mustache and see what he has to say.
Is withering right in front of our eyes. For those out of the know, Clavicular has been on a whole cocktail of substances to, improve his looks, and it seems like those substances have finally caught up with him. In recent clips, it seems like Clavicular has taken a massive health decline as he appears to be physically withering as a result of taking all of these different substances. Now, if you want to look into the different things that Clav is on, I'm not going to say it here. I'm just going to say it's no surprise that he's withering from it. I think that anybody would.
Look at how shitty he
This
looks
is the
now.
worst video I've ever seen in my life.
Look at his nose. Wow, he should. Wow, dude. And I don't say this lightly, but he looks like the most deformed, hideous. I mean, you should go live in the sewer now.
I don't think it's real. I think it's AI. I don't think that's really what
You don't
it looks
think a
like
human
now.
could even be that disfigured from surgery?
I don't think that. I think you would get struck down by God.
I mean, look at that.
immediately.
I mean, guys, what do you think of this nose? Have you ever seen anything that looked this bad?
It's very ghoulish.
Close to Michael Jackson, but yeah.
It's not even as good as Michael Jackson.
No, Michael Jackson did
I'm
better.
not trying to bully him, okay? Because I don't want to be.
No, I feel your empathy, man.
Okay, Mogicide is real.
Mogicide is
Not
real.
Magicide. That's what the slowpokes were planning at the UFC event. I'm talking about Mogicide. M-O-G-G.
Oh God, that's so
No,
sad.
not moccasins. Ooh, Moggies. What are Moggies? It's a name for a cat? See?
Moggy in British English. There are now calls for owners to take greater care over their sun-loving Moggies.
It's a cat is a Moggy?
All right, well,
Oh my God, I'm still disturbed from seeing Clavicular's nose now.
I shouldn't have shown it to you, but it does. I think it emphasizes.
Oh my
that
God,
everything's
that
impermanent.
girl used to be beautiful, but now look at her. Who'd want her now?
She was so lovely.
Who would want the Clavicular girl now?
She was a beautiful gal.
I don't even know male, female. Once you're down in them tunnels getting your hair, nothing really means anything anymore.
It's either soft or it's not in the tunnels,
It's either soft and wet,
or it's a wall.
or you mog it the hell out of your tunnel. And that kid, wow, what a mistake.
Okay, this is something we started texting about, and I know about continuity of government, but
What do you know about it?
But not as much as you.
Well,
And
what
so-
do you know about it?
So
Let's just have a chat.
this is what I know. So if some horrific thing happened, a nuclear war, plague, whatever, the president dies, the vice president dies. How do we keep the government going? Who's in charge? That's my
The
basic
guy from
bitch.
the Department of Energy divides the country into 4 zones or something. They almost called it during the pandemic or something. Recently, they were going to do it, and I can't remember the guy's name, but he's from the Department of Energy, and which is a very strange setup, isn't it? Anyway,
Yeah, why did they pick
the reason we
department?
have this, put in Edward Teller, will you? Let's get a nice look at Edward Teller. What a good guy. He's who Dr. Strangelove is based on. Ooh, now there's an old Hungarian pervert if I ever saw one. Look at that fella.
Edward Teller.
Yeah, and so he's a big part of this. He's the reason Bob Lazar, people say Bob Lazar was debunked and didn't work at the thing, and
Yeah.
why we can't even find a record of him.
Yeah.
Well, the reason Bob Lazar worked there is because this fucking maniac is who picked him. He was a real fun guy. Also, like most of the people who work in government, probably
Look
a bit
at
of a
those
diddler.
eyebrows.
I know you think that it takes away, but it didn't take away from Trump having a great presidency, his diddle habits, so I don't see why they should.
Yeah. Look at those eyebrows, dude.
Yeshiva University arsonist.
Claims relation to H-bomb scientist Edward Teller.
Well, I don't remember any of this.
The accused Yeshiva University firebug wrote online that he's the grandson of a famed scientist dubbed the father of the H-bomb, claims that are supported by public and online records. In a series of unhinged posts made on Thursday, just hours before he was busted for allegedly setting 3 fires in an all-women's dorm, Peter Whalen twice said he was related to Edward Teller, a Hungarian-born nuclear physicist who helped the U.S. develop the atomic bomb during World War II. Teller, who reportedly inspired the title character of the classic movie Dr. Strangelove, and fellow physicist Stanislaw Ulam, later designed the world's first thermonuclear device, which was successfully tested in 1952. So wait.
Wait, read this sentence. This is the most important sentence.
Oh, okay.
Read
In one of
this.
his posts, Wynerd Waynand, 33,
Uh-huh.
railed against a gene editing technology known as CRISPR, calling it super scary. Genetic engineering? Are you fucking kidding me? My grandfather was Edward Teller. You know how it makes me feel when I read that news? He wrote.
Now, why is he talking that way, do you think, about CRISPR? Well, I never heard of this story, but it's weird. At age 33, this guy goes and by the way, the magic number of 33. If only, and then CRISPR, that's the gene editing technology.
Yeah.
Now, if you will go to Control Alt, Control like the button, CNTRL, Control Alt History, Cambrian Genomics. Genomics. Okay, hit that. YouTube, it's a YouTube video. Yeah, there you go. So 2014, so that's 5 years later. We need the Cambrian Genomics one. You'll see it. I mean,
Wait, before you go on, can I get one more White Claw? I feel like I'm going to need a White Claw for what I'm about to learn.
You're going to need a few
today.
for this because it's going to be fucking crazy.
Jesus Christ.
It's going to be nuts. You're going to need a few. Cambrian Genomics. Now, CRISPR, you've heard of. That's how the rich are editing their children now. Here we go. Now, do you remember this? This was in the news.
What?
Yeah, now this guy tragically passed away from
dying.
Hanging himself, which is unfortunate.
Cambrian Genomics may be the most insane company to ever exist. It was a biotechnology startup that let you use simple drag-and-drop software to create and modify strands of DNA.
What the
Sort of
fuck?
like a fun little Lego biology project. But here's the crazy part. Cambrian Genomics could then take that strand of DNA you designed and create a living, breathing organism from it. As Cambrian Genomics founder Austin Hines put it, the company allowed anyone to design and create their very own creatures.
But what if we could actually afford to make living creatures by using a computer to design it, printing out the sequence that codes for the organism, and then test it to see what it does? That would be an interesting
cry?
world if everyone here today could
It's
write
it's
code,
really building on the Liber Vacae, isn't it?
The process. to
Yeah,
create
it's
a
like a
creature
more
was
advanced
actually
version
very
of that.
simple.
Remember I asked on the
After you
last
created
episode
your
if there
DNA
was a
strand on
Hot Pocket
computer or
microwave
smartphone,
version?
Here you
Cambrian
go.
Genomics would print your DNA strand out on their DNA printer. And a printer that prints strands of DNA might sound super high-tech and futuristic, but DNA printers are a thing, and they've been available for over a decade.
here we're laser printing jellyfish DNA, 100 base pair constructs.
Cambrian Genomics could then implant your printed DNA strand into an embryo or seed to eventually bring it to life.
Ooh, no
Hines
sunstone
talked
needed.
about bringing back extinct animals and letting people create their own dinosaurs.
This technology is going to allow us to actually bring back dinosaurs, bring back extinct species. I'm talking about bringing back extinct animals from the dead. So woolly mammoths, things that you see in museums. But the question, why would you want to make a dinosaur? I mean, I think
they're fucking cool.
Why not make a dinosaur?
Yeah, why not? That's true. He sounds like one of my kids.
And he even talked about allowing anyone to create hybrid creatures like a Chickosaurus.
Yeah.
I'm sure anything that you could possibly imagine in your brain, you can make that real.
A living
Absolutely
vajankle.
sure.
Many people were
That's
absolutely
exactly-
horrified
you're
at
way
the
ahead of me.
implications of this technology. Marcy Darnovsky from the genetics watchdog group, the Center for Genetics and Society,
We
said,
shouldn't do
I
this.
have significant concerns.
Oh.
Hines talks openly
Maybe
about
he
everybody
shouldn't
being
do this.
Wow, I just
entirely
mogged this
novel
chick
creatures.
real bad,
Is this
didn't
what
I?
we want?
Sorry
Do
to
we want
mog you.
anybody, including potential terrorists, to be able to create entirely novel
Shut up,
life
Doomer.
forms,
Yeah,
new
Doomer, shut the
creatures?
fuck
Black
up.
Bill
Yeah,
bitch,
we
you just
want
got
that.
mogged.
Next
Yeah,
door
we
to
want.
creating
Yeah, I want.
Yeah.
I want a
Oh,
Godzilla in
the
my
way you don't want
bathtub.
makeup.
Yeah.
The idea that
Always
Cambrian
somebody
Genomics
like
Try
that.
putting on makeup
Fucking
next time.
Doomer.
Godzilla or mutant dinosaur honestly sounds incredible.
Yeah.
But just wait until you hear what else the company.
Now,
wants
this
to
is
do.
why I remember this story from back then. Ready?
Part 2.
Okay.
Cambrian Genomics' most ambitious goal was replacing every living thing on Earth with a synthetic version.
What?
Why?
So to take a step back, I mean, what does our company want to do? What our company wants to do, it's very simple. We want to change everything that's natural
Yes.
and make it synthetic. That
Oh, great. Wait, play that one more time. That's
Yeah, play one more time. Because, it sounds conspiratorial, doesn't it?
That's
that
fucking
includes human- what
crazy.
we want to do. What our company wants to do, it's very simple. We want to change everything that's natural and make it synthetic. That includes humans,
Take my
plants,
money.
animals, everything.
Shut up and take my money.
By writing the DNA, we can do much better than nature. We can make better humans.
Yeah.
We can make better plants. We can make better animals. We can make better bacteria.
What a
Heinz
dummy.
also envisioned the company editing DNA to eliminate disease entirely.
We can genetically engineer the entire human population to not have disease.
Heinz even famously predicted that everyone would one day design their babies before birth using Cambrian Genomics software.
I can't imagine
Instead of just my spirit board.
10 to 20 years that people would not design their children digitally. It would be thought of as insane or barbaric. There's just too many mistakes out there.
They also combined firefly DNA with plant DNA to create plants that glowed in the dark.
That's cool.
Heinz sold $500,000 of glowing plants on Kickstarter and envisioned one day having forests full of glowing trees.
That's not going to fuck up the ecosystem at all.
Right? What if it was a massive redwood tree?
Yeah.
What if you had a redwood forest of trees, hundreds and hundreds of feet high, glowing?
So we'd never have to get good sleep again.
Ever.
So
Glowing trees.
That
Mogging the shit out of all those turned off North Korea trees.
That could program the
This one.
receptors in female genitalia to make odors like peaches and roses.
The idea is
Everybody call your mom.
Yeast infections and change the smell of the vagina.
Ma, I know your Christmas present.
Okay, wait. Can we pause for 1 second?
Ma, guess what your next birthday present?
But it is cool with great minds like this. What inspired it? And he went down on someone whose pussy smelled so bad.
I assumed that as well,
He's
but
like-
it's actually not the case.
How did he come up with it?
Okay, so it's some female geneticist. I know you guys are going to laugh at me that there's some female scientist out there that works on things, but I swear this is real. I vetted it. Okay?
All right, dude.
Okay.
All right, wait. Okay.
But she apparently made this.
Wait. This is the first time you've said something that
I know, and we're going to get letters and email. Well, maybe not letters. Well, maybe letters. We have we're very popular
box.
with the Liberty 11.
All right, go
viewership.
ahead. But this sounds. I'm so sorry.
Anyway,
man.
so apparently this broad
You said
work-
female scientist.
Look, I don't even know what a woman is, as you know, and nobody does. But this is her words.
Okay.
The female, whatever the hell that means, and I don't know, and I don't claim no. I'm not a Cambrian Genomics. She invented this technology. I don't think it was to make pussy smell better, but this guy, the visionary leader of the company. The Steve Jobs of pussy smell, if you will. He said, I know exactly. She's like, hey, I think there could be some applications for this. He goes, I already know what the application. I'm way ahead of you, bitch. And so the reason I heard of this back then was this was the heyday of the great feminism versus stand-up debate of how much feminist oversight there should be before the blessed trans army wipe these dingbats off the face of the earth.
Yeah.
Before better women. See, the reason we don't need this technology is because now we have better women with dicks that can play sports and do so. Oh, she probably one of these new women 2.0 dick ladies. That's why she was able to invent this.
Now I'm starting to understand.
Because if she had a non-artificial vagina, how would she even think, let alone the complex math involved? Do you know what I'm saying? It doesn't add up. So this is probably one of those sacred dick women that just came out that God bless them.
Yeah.
And all you fucking, the Mogged, face it, what do you call women that still have that, a front asshole? You just got mogged.
Oh, yeah. You got mogged.
By better, easier to clean.
You got mogged.
Easier to clean women.
Doesn't feel good.
That don't ruin your couch.
So
just by sitting on it.
So basically, based on this guy's utopia, you could go into a lab and say, I want my baby's pussy to smell like lavender.
Well, oh, you mean like a girlfriend, not a...
I'm saying,
child.
He's saying you should go in and...
Because you would have designed the... Okay,
you design the child. They're going to be like, what do you want your baby's pussy to smell like?
They're not... No. Okay. That's just an artificial child. Already, that's not an issue. This is for adults where it's too late to genetically design them before birth. That did the hideous way... What do you know how corporations a lot of times will take an original IP and make it so much better than it used to be?
Yeah, of course.
I mean, just look at the countless examples of things that once the original creator is out of the way.
Right.
And of course they complain, hey, that's not what I intended.
Well, you want your kids to, be better than you. I'm sure God wanted us to turn everything synthetic.
Yeah, it's like how George Lucas just had a simple dream.
Yeah, and now look how good Star Wars is.
Yeah, he just wanted to help teach kids about Kabbalah. And then what happens? A corporation comes along, They make it so much better than
So
he ever
much
could.
better.
So much more successful. Closer to Harry Potter. More about like straight up witchcraft instead of original Kabbalah. Stuff he could have never thought of because he's the original creator. And if there's one thing that you should absolutely hate and try to defy at all costs, it's your creator. Okay, so
Couldn't have said it better myself, man.
yeah. I mean, I think it's a winning battle to be fought. Is what I'm saying.
We are winning.
How can you not win?
We are winning.
You know? All right, let's press play.
Vaginal microbes and the microbes that grow on your head and under your arms, but you can actually program them, you can write them, you can change them, and you can make them personal to you.
Oh, wait a minute. Can I put... women's private parts smell like ripe fruit. I mean, instead of ripe pot roast.
I mean, honestly, it doesn't sound great.
Do you really need to say it like that?
Ripe fruit.
Now, could I make my pussy smellier if I wanted? That's my question. Now, could you add my armpit?
Could you make my armpit smell like pussy?
Pussy.
These guys are
my pussy.
This is the most psychotic shit I ever saw in my life. So
wait, Brett, go, keep going. I'll just show you something because, I want you to understand. Okay.
There's outcry about the company from certain journalists and feminists. Heinz was ridiculed and bullied by these people and accused of being a startup bro who didn't respect women's bodies. The aim of Sweet Peach was actually to use different scents to help
look at this
detect and
cross-eyed
diagnose
bitch.
infections and UTIs. But Heinz was still viciously attacked for his supposed insensitivity.
Okay, wait. So originally, this woman who was not a visionary thought it could help fight UTIs. But he goes, that's not enough to sell a product. Tell them they'll make their pussy stop stinking. That's how you sell a product.
it's so fucked
That's
up.
because it's called marketing genius. You can't just sell a product that's useful. You need to, if you don't feel like the shame that you need to feel in life, just going through your life, how am I supposed to sell it?
Oh, wait. You missed this. Sweet Peach wanted to make vaginas taste like Diet Coke.
Wow, that's really encouraging a lot of lesbianism right there.
That is wild. But it's probiotics. I don't think this is genetic engineering. It's
Well, look at this.
probiotics.
People with a vagina have needs. Oh, good work, Lindy. Not saying women. Points to Lindy.
Good for her. Good job, Lindy West.
I'm glad the great Lindy
People
West,
with a vagina.
who is outraged at the disrespect of this very idea,
Yeah.
but says people with a vagina.
Well, sometimes you have a vagina not attached to your body. It's like in your pocket. You know, you have a backpack full
sometimes
of vaginas.
it's in an egg. And okay, what
You
if
have
I have a
needs.
Tenga egg that I never wash and I
Yeah.
want it to stop stinking?
How often have you been walking through the woods? You find a vagina.
Can I make a living?
You have needs.
Can I make a living Tenga egg?
And you usually have to, like, if you find a vagina, you have to dip it in, like,
Look.
fruit to make it smell better.
Ladies,
Discarded vaginas stink.
you know, you end up looking like one of them black people stuffing Kool-Aid into a pineapple.
Have you ever slipped on a vagina when you're jogging? It's
It's
the original banana peel.
My bussy water broke once. Anyway,
What? Can you say
Nothing.
that again? What? What broke? Your bussy water broke.
it's not,
You can't skip over that.
I had to run to the nearest sewer, pop the lid, get down there, just wait till things blew over. Did you see Lindy West said people with vaginas and then said they're baby cannon? What you see, she's outraged by the disrespect to women, I guess, but doesn't say the word women
Wait,
or vagina.
Where's baby cannon? I didn't.
Well,
I
she
missed-
said, but making their baby cannon smell of fruit is not
baby
one of the-
cannon.
Well, okay. In fairness, I'm gonna just give this brilliant thinker some credit. A lot of times with these articles, the person that wrote the article did not write the headline. Usually, the editor reads your
of
article and then writes a headline.
So
I don't. I mean, the way that's written, that could easily be a Lindy West.
can we Google baby cannon? Is that actually a new phrase?
Baby cannon? I mean, I've heard it used to denigrate Hispanics.
Baby cannon.
Oh, look at that! Look at the baby in the. Look at that one. No, up there. Look at. There's an actual.
I mean, that's a baby cannon.
I wonder if it smells of fruit.
What game is this? What fucking game is this? This is great.
Stop the baby.
What the fuck?
What is happening?
What game are we? What is this? The baby in yellow.
What the fuck?
What game? What the fuck?
What just happened?
Play that again.
1 hour. Wait.
It says stop the baby.
What is?
Explore the garden.
Oh God! This is spoilers from Disclosure. Come on.
What the fuck?
Steven Spielberg, you didn't want. Is he? Come on. Hey, Spielberg.
I gotta. That's a good place to. I have to pee.
I do too.
What the fuck?
Alone attacked him in 4 separate articles in the later half of 2014. And less than 6 months after this, Cambrian Genomics came to a tragic end.
Oh no.
On May 25th, 2015, Austin Hines died by suicide at 31 years old. The official story was that his mental health was fragile due to stress.
Wow, he
bullying
seemed
from
totally
those who were
sane.
critical of Sweet Peach affected him, and he hung himself.
So
But-
the official story is. Okay, the official story is. He took so much blowback from trying to help your pussy stop
He
stinking,
killed himself.
girls, that he could. I hope you're happy that you baby cannon this young man to death.
All I wanted was to change the smell.
He
of,
wanted to help you.
I
And
just
now
was
look how
trying
you
to help
treated
the
him.
world.
Oh,
I don't belong here.
typical. Oh, let me help you, ma'am. Oh, I'm
Yeah.
insulted. Oh, you're giving unwanted advice.
Man, it's terrible what the
women-
world does to
women
these
in STEM,
geniuses.
So
So sad.
Yeah, he.
We could have glowing trees
He
now.
Chris Cornell's door scarfed himself. Isn't that tragic? Is it tragic when these people all die the exact same way and they?
It's crazy.
Oh, and whatever happened to this technology? It was never heard from again.
Gone.
Although Dogman sightings are way up. Oh, that's right. I never heard about Dogman until around the time
You know what? I have
that
noticed
this
that.
technology disappeared deep underground.
You know, the smell of a dog man's pussy is much better these days.
If you see a Dogman and their pussy smells of fruit, you'll know.
That dog man's pussy smell good.
Smells like my pussy. Wait a minute.
Oh God, that new
Does
pussy smell.
and that's still Gwyneth selling it. That's the worst
Oh
part.
my God. Oh my God.
Oh my God! When God shuts a door, He opens a window. You know what I'm saying?
That new pussy smell.
Unlike your asshole. Oh, that's a soap that smells like not like your asshole.
Oh.
This is good with the
Soap.
you pair this up with the Postmates bottom friendly menu. You're going to be mogging everybody.
Is there? Can we find a review of that new pussy smell?
Anyway,
Is there a review on YouTube? Let's just look, just in case. It'll be great if someone reviewed it.
I mean, I'm just going to order it. You could spoil it, but I'm just going to order it. I want to just smell it. I want to go in blind to the smell.
I love this candle.
Thank you all so much. Oh, people of color like it.
My
looks like.
friend loved this gift.
My friend of color love this gift. See the
Fantastic
above.
customer service.
I'll be ordering all of my candles here. All of your bussy candles or just regular candles as well? Or is there any other kind
All
of
of
candle?
them. What else do you need?
Oh, are they hand dipped? Okay. Anyway, long story short, underground bases, Duncan. COG, continuity of government. You know the Denver airport?
Yes.
Okay, that's the capital of America in case of a nuclear war. That's
Okay.
What's underneath the airport? I'll tell you right now. COG.
Can we look at the Denver airport mural real quick? Will you
Yeah.
guys Google that just so people see this? If I've seen this in person, not to brag. I've been to the Denver airport.
Me too, several
And
times.
you know, this isn't just interesting art
But
for
have
an
you
airport.
like been there? Did you get to see the glowing trees and the pussy that smells like fruit?
I did go to the bussy room. Can we zoom in on that a little bit? Because this is like airport art.
Let's see. What does it say?
There's no that's one of them. I mean, it's just weird. But look at the one
What's
with the
weird
gas.
about it? It looks
look
great.
up Denver Airport gas mask. Like the mural. It shows people in like stormtrooper masks and stuff. That one.
Wait, do you see how the DIA's murals feed conspiracy? Go back. Go back. back. How DIA murals? Okay. The Defense Intelligence Agency made those murals. Well, yeah, that would probably feed some conspiracies, wouldn't it? Why would the DIA?
The two murals were in the east and west baggage claim outside of the Great Hall. However, they been put in storage during the construction of said hall. Each mural is split into two pieces separated by doorways. Look, and honestly, what's wrong with these murals? And pull up the Denver airport horse. Like, none of this seems weird to me. I do feel like this is the kind of thing.
What, the devil horse?
Like, touch grass, guys. Does this seem weird to you at all? What's wrong with that? It's a beautiful, normal horse that happened to
Look at that
kill.
great angle.
Look at that
Let's look
pussy.
that. Oh, my God.
Look at that
Okay, so the best
pussy.
part of this... Here's
What?
the best part of this is that it's blue, and I'll tell you what, you want to talk about a pussy, it probably smells like ripe fruit.
There's nothing bad about this.
And I think you can go up and scratch and sniff the...
You can. It's the little details that count.
In fact, if you stick your finger right into that bussy hole, that's what opens the underground doorway.
It's true. Do you... Well, that... it is...
What is happening?
Can we pull it side by side?
Okay, can we not?
What?
Can we not?
What are
Anyone
you
else
talking
addicted
about?
to horse it says.
Oh my God, man! You get so puritanical. What realistic horse pussy? That I guess that bothers you.
Oh my God! What if you like? Okay,
Dude.
I want you to imagine.
It's 2026, baby.
Can I tell you a Steven Spielberg pitch I have?
Yeah.
A young boy loses his parents alone in the world. There's a mysterious trunk in the attic of gifts from his grandpa. He opens it up. Inside, 2 or 3 vajankles, and what is this thing called?
It's a horse pussy. What do you mean?
A fuckable
It's
horse
a realistic
pussy.
horse pussy. It's
and then you play like
54.51.
that Goonies mystery music behind it when he pulls it out. You know, like that doo-doo-doo-doo, that little twinkly noise when they found a clue. Like a one-eyed Willie clue noise plays when you pull this beautiful, realistic horse. Oh, it's an intimate horse toy for men.
Oh, reviews. This is the best toy I've ever bought.
What else did you buy?
I have to say, the user experience has exceeded my expectations so much that I ended up throwing away the 2 others I previously purchased.
That's great news.
The tactile sensation is fantastic, and the build quality is absolutely top notch. It's also much easier to clean. That's great. Great quality. This is great. Very realistic.
Go ahead and put a like, because I think that's a very helpful review. Go ahead and get that on the... Go ahead. Make sure that's on the record here at your mom's horse studios.
Oh, let's go down to very beautiful pussy.
Very realistic. Now, wait, very realistic. This toy, somebody already liked that one. I love how realistic it feels. Boy, they're really stressing the realism of it.
Yeah, it's real. Well, it's the real deal.
Ever since 2014, I was going to try to make my own horse pussy on CRISPR and send it in.
Now I can just go here.
I guess this guy saw what I was asking for and hung himself. And best stroker for men.
Highly recommended. Amazing
men's masturbation.
Unmatched quality.
Realistic design, fast shipping. I love it.
Why is Deborah Windsor
from
leaving
David Chu?
Why is a lady using a?
Well, probably because her.
You know what? I'm
dussy,
sorry.
which is your dick pussy.
Could be. It might not be a lady.
Well,
I mean, it is a lady. You know what I mean?
I cumed
with it.
cumed with
it's
it.
really very, very realistic. Please note that this is made of silicone and has no unusual taste. Drop a few drops of lubricant into the channel and you will immediately experience its magic.
Okay.
It is amazing. Thank God.
I don't think you want to do that. Well, thank God for sparing you another day.
Thank you,
against
Lord.
his better judgment. Thank God for not immediately causing the earth to swallow me alive right now.
We're getting out.
Wow.
It's great.
You can toss a thank God on the end of that. That's how you know it's not a robot.
Let's we're getting off track here. So Denver Airport, fuck the murals. It's got a weird horse with a very realistic horse vagina.
Look, but you people watching this at home, you kind of understand deep underground bases now, I think.
Honestly, that's all you need to know.
It's like, hey, explain this dumb space thing to me. Well, take a look right here.
I'm pretty sure, didn't the horse fall on its creator? Can you look that up, or is that a rumor that the Denver airport horse killed its creator by falling on it?
What do you mean he fell?
I think the horse toppled on him.
I think he tripped and fell into his pussy. Oh my God! Look at.
Yeah.
Wait, which section?
It's colloquially known as Blucifer. Its creator, Luis Jimenez, was tragically killed when a heavy 9,000-pound section of the fiberglass sculpture broke loose, pinning him and severing an artery in his leg.
Just what section? It's 9,000 pounds. How many pounds is this?
It's a very big horse. But yeah, that thing killed somebody. The blue horse killed its creator.
Oh, and that's good. Why did they make this horse? Is there like an official reason?
Because it reminds you of flying, doesn't it? Perfect for an airport.
There's something on the wing.
That doesn't make you think of like flying with its glowing red eyes.
Okay. No, you don't have to explain his bussy. I think we were able.
Happy 13th birthday, Blucifer. Nothing weird at all about this.
Oh my God.
It literally killed the thing that created it.
I mean, I'll just come out with this. You know that I named my dick Blucifer, right? Because it's blue and has a glowing red eye. Okay, let's. When that 9,000 pounds falls on you, you better ready for an artery to sever, motherfucker.
That was bloody. That was a bloody death too.
Mm-hmm. He's represented everywhere. Well, wait, but what?
It doesn't mention that it killed him.
Well, okay, I just want to know what the story of.
Oh, there it is.
Why did he make it?
It was the head that killed him.
Okay, we should just ask me like, why did what's the? Wait, what was the point of that? I assume the AIDS would have got him if the horse hadn't fallen on him, right? That's a fair. You want a guy's name?
He had a son.
Jimenez.
He had a son. You homophobic beast.
So what? A lot of guys have butt babies.
No, if you have kids, you can't be gay.
No, that's ignorant, dude. They can have babies out of the butt now, and you know.
Dude, let me tell you, I have 4 kids, and I have frequent glory holes, and so I am not gay.
Right. Oh, okay. I understand what you're saying. Chatham House rules, so to speak.
Just natural
The
law.
origins. Can I see the fascinating details? The origins. Wait. Look. It says it right there. The origins and history in sculpture includes. Just scroll up so I can see the details. Okay, his vision. It was to celebrate the power and freedom of the West. The striking blue color and piercing, glowing red eyes were inspired by folklore.
Folklore by California's San Luis Valley, and a desire to make the piece pop against the sky. The puffed asshole of the horse
You made it blue, so it would pop against the sky.
Yeah, but
okay,
it looks good
that
against the
makes
sky.
100% sense. And
doesn't look like a drowned corpse.
It was funded by a city requirement that today the sculpture is a polarizing but beloved Denver landmark.
Lucifer.
Well, why is it even polarizing?
I don't know. People are so sensitive right now.
Can you see Jimenez's other notable pieces and how gay they are? You know, you guys think this is some Satan thing, but it might just be super gay. Did you think of that?
Let's see what he did. Let's look at his other stuff. Ah, yeah.
Oh, that's
Hugging
great.
gators.
Lagartos. And what's that one? The Master of Borderland? Wait. What? Look at that. What the fuck is that? What am I looking at?
Southwest Pieta. What the fuck? Look at that weird arm.
So I see titties.
Look at that weird
Oh,
foot.
there's a snake. That's good.
Southwest Pieta.
What?
What?
Okay, what is it supposed to be?
Let's look at some of his other pieces.
Yeah, I don't really understand it.
What's that one with the cockroaches humping?
This is a warning against open borders, I believe. Which
what the fuck is that? Look.
Can you make that really big so we can really make out the bussy on it?
What the fuck?
Okay, so this is called. Oh, look. So we have a native.
He liked that glowing red eye.
Oh, he's on top of Blucifer. See that Blucifer? And Oh, it's like a turducken or something.
Lucifer's riding a dragon.
And Blucifer is given what for to this buffalo, also with glowing red eyes. And let's see the native on top. And then this is cheeky.
Literally, look at that. Zoom in on that ass.
Oh, my ass cloth. And look at his absolute ecstasy.
There's any way you could have done that. You didn't have to put the back flap up.
Oh, my God. What a tragedy we lost this artist.
He was really into sculpting buttholes, is what we've learned so far.
That male horse vagina thing.
Why? Why? You could have put the flap down.
No, it flaps up. It's saying, you know what I like about it? It's like, hey, room for one more. Hey. And what's that on the bottom there? What is
snake.
That?
Seems to be a snake right here.
No, the hole. Go down. What is that? What is that weird?
The pussy.
Is that one of those male intimate massage?
It just looks like some kind of I don't know, howling jellyfish or something.
Boy, it's very mysterious, but I know I want to stick my dick in it.
It's erotic.
Hold on. Hey, I'm sending you a number. We're gonna wrap this thing up.
Wrap what up?
With underground bases, because guess who just hit me up? Guess
who?
Daryl James.
Wow, cool.
Tanner, I'm giving you his number. Yo, I cannot wait.
Yeah, I better go pee again too.
Well, you're back with the Mystery Boys as we got done peeing. I'm here on the line with my boy Daryl James from the Secret Space Program to explain underground bases to Duncan, who doesn't know anything about underground bases. In fact, most of the show, we really didn't, if I'm being honest, learn too much about it. But I had put in a text to Daryl because he has intimate knowledge of it. First of all, thank you for your service, Daryl.
Yes, secondly, thank you, Daryl.
I mean, actually, I don't know. It sounds like they used you as a breeding stud or something.
Well, yeah, I mean, that became later on in the program. That didn't really pertain to the underground bases too much, but that was just something I kind of fell into, yeah.
Okay, so explain to Duncan, you were a CB or something, you were stationed UK, how you got into it.
Well, it was 2004. I was stationed in St. Mogged, Cornwall, UK. And first time it was, I had to go to, my apologies. I had to escort three Siemens workers into the underground base. The one guy said, I'm not walking you through that bloody thing. When you first came to the underground base, they had something called a scanner, I found out later on. And they walked around it. I tried to walk through.
What did it look like? Like a metal detector or something different?
Yeah, it looked like a metal detector you would see at like a courthouse. Like it had like rectangular sides, rectangular top. It had a little ramp you had to step over with like the black and yellow caution tape. And they walked around it, and I tried to walk around. And the guard said, no, you walk through. So I walked through, I watched him fix a pump, and then I came back. And then that was the end of that. Okay. And then I had a balls to 4 watch, like midnight to 4 a.m. on a Friday.
Wait, was this the first time? Was this the first time you'd been in one of these bases? Like, how was it introduced to you?
You were just doing a repair as a CB,
You were just stationed at this base.
No, yeah. It was the first time on underground base, and I was just watching these guys repair a pump, with like an air pump in an underground base. And that's all. It seemed like the only reason they wanted me in is to walk through this, scanner.
Oh. And what does the scanner do?
Oh, it picks up any, like, I had another Friday night watch, and the petty officer of the watch, he said, well, you smoke, but you don't have any clots. That's because you drink, because I drank it at the time.
Mm-hmm. I'm smoking Delta 9, legal Delta 9.
Legal Delta 9.
Yeah. Smoking cigarettes, yeah. Yeah, and then he said, you're smart. And I said, really? How smart? And he was really smart. And I thought like 140, 150 IQ. And he said, more like 190, 195. And he pointed at the monitor and he showed me like these color-coded lines. And he said, see, you're the second smartest person on base. And then, there was a gap below. And then there were the rest of the guys. There were like a bunch of guys scattered around. And yeah, I mean, that's what it did. It picked up all your vitals. It picked up your IQ. And all these guys that worked in the underground base, I was camp maintenance. I had like a marijuana paraphernalia charge when I was like 19, so I could only do construction or be a cook. And these guys that worked in underground bases, they had to pass through this thing all the time. And they all knew about it. But yeah, I mean, and then my executive officer, I met Michael Aquino. I guess that's a vital part.
Yeah, and put his picture up so we can get a good look at old Aquino.
When was the first time you met him? How did that happen?
It was, I I had like another Balls Before watch on a Friday night, which usually doesn't happen, and then I saw him just standing at the quarterdeck, which is kind of like the lobby of the base and just the entrance to the underground base. And he was just standing there, like, looking at papers. And I think it was whatever they scanned on me or whatever. He had, like, a file, and he was just looking at it on the quarterdeck desk.
Mm-hmm.
And I just talked to him a little bit. How you doing, sir? Things like that. And then he gave me the creeps, and I just walked back out. But I recognized him right away. He had the eyebrows. He had his uniform on. But he was very much older compared to when I saw him.
Were people aware of him like being an avowed Satanist at the base?
Yeah.
Oh, of course. There was a guy that told me on the base named Orlando. We called him Lando because he likes Star Wars. He told me that he should have been retired last year because he was put into the reservists like in shame after the Presidio case.
That's right.
And,
he barely escaped from that case. And the way he was able to was he was thousands of miles away when everything happened. And the thing is, that underground train, you could be thousands of miles away in a day with that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. And they had a Mag-Lev there, but I was also told by my executive officer later that it was because the judge was a Satanist, the prosecutor and the defense lawyers were Satanists. The staff that worked at the daycare center where this happened to these kids on base, they were all Satanists, so they were all in on it. Like,
well, it's the U.S. military. You're going to have some Satanists in there. They don't,
freedom of religion.
This is back when we were still the great Satan and not the fat, out of shape Sam Smith at the Grammy Satan. Okay. So all the serial killings we had when the heyday of serial killers.
Yeah.
That's right after Operation Phoenix in Vietnam, which this Michael Aquino, this American hero, spearheaded, and that's where they terrorized civilians with serial killing.
Wow.
And that we get all these serial killers back after Vietnam, roaming around America doing it. You never heard of MK Monarch when you were in the base, though, did you? Like, nobody was saying Monarch to you, were they?
No, nothing like Monarch, but I remember they said that you couldn't say Jesus Christ in the underground base, even in anger.
Because what would happen?
Because he's a hardcore Christian, or
no, it controls like the things that live in the underground caverns. The reason why they put these bases where they put them is because the Earth is honeycombed with caverns. It's like the whole mantle, inner core, outer core is nonsense. There's like an inner sun, and it's honeycombed, and these bases are put right where the honeycomb becomes closer to the surface of the Earth. And we got into a war a long time ago. The war became a stalemate. The agreement to the stalemate is we get topside and they get the underground. So they've been like infiltrating us through education and religion, and they have these underground bases in these specific parts.
Wait, this is a new one to me. What do you mean we had a war? When was this war? And I didn't know this part of the story. Tell me this. This is very interesting.
I mean, I guess it's around 3100 BC, like around whenever ancient Egypt supposedly started, but it's like actually 10,000 BC. And it wasn't until like the reptiles took over, which are lower fourth density, we're third density. They're kind of like astral plane spirit world. You can conjure them if you think about them too much, things like that, and you can't see them unless they show themselves to you. But yeah, it's just that the war started probably around there, and that's all I really got out of it from my executive officer was we got into a war, we got outside help, but we participated, and the agreement of the stalemate was, they got the underground and we got topside.
How are you reacting to getting this information for the first time? Because you're being given this is the most insane thing to hear, to see that this is real. What were you thinking?
You didn't get that right away, right? I think
I'm sorry?
They didn't tell you that right away. That's something you gleaned from being there. The first thing you saw, I think, was like a gray, right?
Yeah. That was the first thing. When I got this information, I was getting out of the military, and I saw the Master Chief of the base, which is like what you do when you're getting out. And then I saw the executive officer, and he stood up like very sad, and then he just appeared at the end of his desk.
What?
And then he just appeared right in front of me,
Wow.
and I took a step back. And he took a step forward, and I heard in my head, "Can you hear what I'm saying to you?" And I said, "Yes," but he wanted like physical confirmation, so he said it again. And I nodded my head, and I said, "Yes." So, I mean, I got into like that kind of predicament when I was getting out of the Navy.
Huh.
So, I mean, just that in itself was strange. And he did that, I think, on purpose, just to prove to me that he wasn't lying. And when I asked him how he did that, how he appeared twice, he said that two portals opened up when you stepped into my office, and I just walked through them. And he explained to me, because he was a 5th density being and I was a 3rd. 3rd density beings can't see or use portals, but they happen all over the earth just randomly, and they just appear. So, I mean, so whenever he did that, I just kind of believed whatever he told me.
What's the difference between, you said the reptilians are 4th density and he was 5th density. What's the difference?
4th density is like what we would consider lower 4th. We would consider that evil in the sense of like demons, which would be like the reptiles, and archons, which are like evil spirits. And then upper 4th is like gnomes, elves, things like that. He told me that they were more, they kind of like to screw around with people's lives.
Yeah.
Mischievous. They're not really evil.
Gnomes suck. Gnomes suck.
Yeah, gnomes. Yeah.
They do.
And 5th density is more like technologically and spiritually advanced. And that's a lot of the ETs, like, the canines and the felines, like you see on the pyramid walls and everything. He told me, like, those are 5th density beings. Nordics are 5th density. And the reason why they had, like, fur heads and flesh bodies, my XO told me, is the flesh bodies represented they're humanoid and they're mortal like us. Like, so they would have had, like, fur bodies, but the flesh bodies represented that.
And what exactly is density? I was asking this before, but
I mean, that's a good question, because when you get into the program, they put you in a density chamber, but it artificially pushes you from 3rd to 5th. And it's almost like a different form of enlightenment. It's like these beings are closer to us than we think. The universe is smaller than we think in relation to density. It's like we're 3rd and we're at the bottom of a cone. It's like the universe is like a cone. And it isn't shaped as a cone, but it's best to think of it this way in relation to density. Density, we're 3rd, so we're at the bottom of the cone. To get from one end of the universe to the other is impossible. 5th density beings are in the center of the cone. They still need craft, but they can go from one side of the universe to the other. 9th density beings, which is the highest that we know of, he told me. He said not even 9th know anything higher than 9th, are at the top of the cone. So they just kind of have to step through their front door, and they are on the other end of the universe. And they would just appear on ships and things like that.
Whoa.
Wait, how did you find a thing? Hold on. Tanner just pulled up a thing of this cone you're speaking of, which is pretty weird. 1 density cone, many readings. What is this? Where'd you find this?
I was just Googling like space cones and and stuff.
Well, there's a diagram of what you're talking about. Okay. So, what the thing is, like, what did you see first? I don't remember how it goes. You were in an office or something, and they showed you a thing on camera, or you saw something happening at night or something?
No, well, first I saw I had 3 watches on Friday night, which isn't common unless you screw up. It was like they were building me up for something. I had a balls, midnight to 4 a.m., and then I saw Aquino the second time. And then the third time, I just came in from, like, doing a round around base or something like that, and I sat down, and the petty officer of the watch, he pointed at the monitor, and he said, what do you think about that? And I said, well, did you get that off the internet? And he said, no, look. And by the sliding door that took you into the underground base, there was like this plexiglass window that was about 6 inches from the ceiling and 6 inches from the floor, with like a separate office room with tables back there. And this thing was standing like behind this window. And he said, no, look. He said, and then he asked me, do you mind if it comes in here? And I said, no. And I just walked out of the office door and then walked through the sliding glass door of the underground base and just walked in. And it had what looked like, I thought it was a weapon in its hand. And I stood up, and I just got back from my rack, and I pointed at it, and I said, gun, gun, gun. And then they all said it's not a gun. And I sat back down, it walked up. I thought it might have been a syringe. I was trying to figure out what was happening, and it was actually a drill. And it took apart a Dell computer like a machine. Like,
what?
And it was, I don't know, about 3.5 feet tall. It was khaki with a slight pink of hue about it. It had a fold of skin from its tear duct going down to its cheekbone, but it looked like your typical kind of gray face, big black eyes, everything.
So it was just IT. This was IT. This is just some like IT department dude coming.
This is probably an artificial one that they made, right? Or it's not like one. Because I thought the taller ones are like some kind of race, but the smaller ones, you make those.
Yeah, the smaller ones are more like an organic kind of synthetic that have a hive mind, like a shared consciousness, and they're like ants almost. And yeah, it took apart this computer, like dead accurate, every screw, and it was catching every screw with its other hand. It slid the top off. It reached up on the table.
Long fingers?
Long finger, yeah, like it had to carry its hands in C shape so it wouldn't drag its fingers on the ground. Like its palms are very long and its fingers were even longer. But it had 5 fingers, it had 5 toes, it didn't have fingernails, no navel, no nipples, and it popped out 2 gigs of
Oh, the
RAM.
homunculus. Look at that. Good call.
Yeah.
So that's some homunculus they make, and see the big long hands. But this one that he describes, does it? Am I wrong? It sounds like Roger, the alien from American Dad.
That homunculus is based on how humans perceive themselves. That's like, it's a different thing. But yeah, it had long fingers.
Okay, well, just put in Roger from American Dad, because I think Roger kind of has the same shape.
Yeah, I mean, it wasn't fat or anything, and its head was a little.
Oh yeah, his fingers
for its body. Yeah.
I think we're missing the crazy part of this is that they have creatures in the military that are putting RAM into
we just watched Cambrian Genomics video in 2014. They were advertising that civilians would be able to CRISPR edit their own life forms. So the government, I mean, now,
I don't mean it's weird.
Listen.
That's what they're getting them to do.
The government classically is always 40 to 60 years ahead. I imagine they must be light years ahead now, way beyond that.
Yeah.
But back whenever they were always that far ahead. So if in 2014 there's a guy saying citizens will be able to make life forms with a 3D genetic printer that they had, what do you think they had in the military? Of course they can make them things. That's my contention.
It's not that I just never pictured them swapping memory out in Dells. That's all. That's the part that's crazy.
Well, it was just to gauge me to see like my reaction. I think is what this whole thing was for.
I see.
Just seeing it move around, very robotic and like ant-like. It looked kind of like an insect the way it moved, and it was very abrupt. And I think they just wanted to see if I'd run away or attack it, or if I would just sit there and be able to like deal with it.
So you were being vetted, basically. They're vetting you.
Exactly, because after it left, the petty officer watch said, "Do you think you could work around something like that?" And I said, "I don't see why not." And that was just the beginning of it. Yes.
So right there, well, here's what this story reminds me of. That guy J.R. Sweet that I want to have on the show too, who was MormonMonarch.org, and he talks about at his birthday, or one of the kids' birthdays in his big Mormon family, a guy shows up, some ventriloquist that was like, I guess, kind of well known then. And he did a puppet show, right? And then each kid went in the room one by one to play a game called What's in the Box? What's in the box?
God.
And when you open the box, there was a severed human hand. So his sisters and brothers all screamed, but he didn't, and his brother didn't. They dissociated instead. They were just like, I'm not even going to emotionally deal with this right now. And they're looking for that. They're looking for you to not make a big deal about something fucking batshit in front of your face.
Right.
I mean, would you I'm just thinking of that because of what you said, but that may not be what you felt. Would you say that's even close to what you felt, or were you just like, you genuinely were like, whatever?
Well, I mean, whenever I said gun and I stood up, there was a British guard, military guard behind him, and his rifle went from on his shoulder at the ready, which meant it was in his hands. He didn't have it pointed at me; he had it in his hands. So I kind of figured like the weapon was for me, not for him. So I just sat down and froze. I mean, there's nothing else I could really do. I felt.
Oh, well, that'll work too.
Tell us. I've always loved stories of the Hollow Earth, and I would, if you know anything else about the honeycomb lattices within the Earth, I would love to hear about that, as well as the interior sun. Anything you know about that, Daryl, would be awesome.
Well, I honestly don't have memories of that. Not many. My executive officer told me that like I had been to the inner Earth, and he acted like I had been there before. But when I got back to the program, I jammed my thumb in this reptile's eye as I was being put into the density chamber. It looked like a gas chamber. It had like, the watertight door and everything, and a chair with straps on it.
Yeah.
So I didn't want to go, and I tried to run, and it slammed me back in the chair, and it got into my face, and I jammed my thumb in its eye.
And the reptile that particular reptile was okay, right? He wasn't even.
Oh, it was okay. Yeah. But I was just like.
What do you care if he's okay?
No, because I think it's interesting.
You're worried about the reptile getting a
no, not
scratch
that
on his eye?
Not that. I'm sure they heal her and they can fix it. What I'm saying is the reptile was not like an evil reptile, right? Like it was.
Yeah, I think it was more like they have like a working caste and a warrior caste, and they're more just kind of like slaves to this more like royal caste.
It's just a working stiff that got poked in the eye by a scared.
It's a scared monkey descendant, you fucking shitty monkey going to the density chambers.
Yeah. So after I got back from the program, after I did my 20-year stint, I was to be tortured to death. So I got to see the underground, like part of the underground caverns very well then.
But why?
Wait,
Why
but
did they want to? Why?
Tortured to death
just
means
for a human being to touch a reptile like that. We're seen as like lower than snails. Like we don't even really have a consciousness as far as they're concerned, as far as they think.
Yeah, even though they feed on us, they think they're better than us. So a lot of that going around. Wait, but the thing is, like as a fifth density being, when they put whatever the hell that means, I don't know if that means you're more or less dense with matter. It sounds like
are
you're
you
less,
lighter or
it sounds
heavier?
like you're more plasma than man. I don't that diagram that Tanner just put up. I have to look at it because I've never seen that before. But when you go into fifth density, like what is the difference? Like you're visible to other people or not? Because I've heard you describe it as that's the medium where you can go and talk to other things, and that's why we normally wouldn't be able to.
Well, I mean, you would just be like maybe a little flash of light to like a third density to us, like a fifth density being. If they walk past, we wouldn't necessarily see him.
An orb?
I'm sorry?
Like the orbs?
Yeah, like the orbs, or like whenever you see something at the corner of your eye, like there's different beings kind of like constantly walking around us, and we don't even realize it, and they're not really paying attention to us. And it just has to do in relation to density.
It's there's something where we live is like some kind of an ocean for some other thing that has to plunge down into this ocean.
Okay.
And then the ocean to us is like the abyss. It's like a medium, the air, it's like a medium. So it's like, I imagine it's like living in different mediums.
Okay. So you're saying that you were in one of these honeycomb caverns that I guess there's a rail system connecting all these caverns. Did I take you the wrong way?
Yeah. I mean, it's called the Mag-Rail. We had one at St. Mogged, and it was like there was the quarter. You could see it actually on Google Maps. You could see
Wait,
like
what's the name of the base again?
St. Mogged in Cornwall, England. And you could see like a hot tar roof.
Did you say St. Mogged? Oh my God.
Yeah, Maggan.
Got it.
Am I just whacked out on Delta 9 or did...
St. Mogged.
Okay, look, sometimes synchronicities happen, guys. Mogged. Okay, it's not as bad.
Close enough.
Well, I was afraid it was spelled Moggin because I just got these beautiful Turkish hair transplants and I've been mogging Duncan all day. And we
He
thought
looks
it was
great.
yeah. All right.
And you could see a mound of earth, and that's where the underground base is. And you see like a hot tar roof, a gable roof, and then another small hot tar roof, and then there's the big mound for the underground base. And that gable roof was the Mag-Lev, and it was heading towards the ocean. It was heading towards Ireland, basically, heading towards the water.
Now,
Go ahead.
Just to be clear, what is the British military and U.S. military like? I know MI6 and all that shit and whatever, but like, do they have some agency you never heard of that is running in that base, or who's it in joint operations with?
Well, I mean, I was just told we have a contract, and the contract is they give us technology, and we give them so many bodies every year in exchange into these programs. And all underground bases, they're like the base I was at. It was supposedly to find submarines in the Arctic Circle, North Korea, Russia, China. But I was told by my XO that all underground bases, the main reason they're there is for this program and for adrenochrome harvesting.
So what does my buddy Eric Hecker was the guy that worked at the Ice Cube neutrino detector that said it's a faster than light communication as well as a direct energy weapon. Did they tell you anything about Antarctica?
No, nothing except for that's where whenever they channeled, when the off-world Germans used the Vril Society, the Vril women to channel ETs, I guess, they told them to go to Antarctica to find ET tech that was buried in the ice. And they took it to South America and reverse engineered it there.
And so which Germans got off that Nazi bell? Is that what that is, or is that you don't know anything about that?
I'm sure that's partially what it is. Yeah, I mean that's what they were working at the time. He told me that the point of view of the Germans was not to win the war, but just to prolong it as long as possible to get this tech out into South America and figure it out.
Daryl, right now floating around is the idea that there are all these different alien species, right? You got the reptilians, the greys. What about the Nords? Did you ever run into any of them?
Yeah, I mean, that was my family in the program, basically. There's like a joint task force.
What are they called?
Nords.
I'm sorry.
No. He knows a name. What is the name that they set you?
Taygetans. That's what they
Taygetans.
call themselves.
What are they
But yeah.
like? What do they look like? What do they act like?
They're taller than us. Women are like 5'10". Men are probably 6'4". Their eyes are about a fifth larger than ours.
I'm
They're usually
6'4".
blonde haired.
I have bulging eyes and beautiful frosted tips right now.
And they have like a warrior caste too of males,
Oh.
and they're about 7 feet.
But
They have a Mogged squad, don't they?
so they're not sinister like the reptilians, right? Are they're benevolent, or what's their deal?
They're kind of neutral. They kind of worry about themselves. They they have relations with other ETs and things like that, but there is like a war going on, and they actually call it the game between, just like the constant struggle of positive, negative. There's a constant war going
The
on.
black
So they
and
would
white
consider, like,
Masonic
positive
chessboard.
ones.
The black and white Masonic
Okay.
chessboard. Do they have a religion?
I remember Robert telling me that I went to my first daughter's wedding. There is kind of a religion. That's more in like the female aspect. Like I remember it was like a woman, like a priestess, I guess. And only the warrior caste have like weddings because they get more wives, because they earn it, because they can't be with a woman until like their first kill, basically. And
Really? Wow.
yeah. So the regular men are they usually just have like 1 or 2 wives, but the warrior caste will have like 7, 8 more.
Oh my God.
What's their language sound like?
It's telepathy, but they do have like a verbal language, like in their spiritual matters, and it's almost like it kind of sounded like almost like a Native American kind of language, like a Aknak Untak.
Did you say the kids have like a pig Latin they'll speak or something when they're young before they start? You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah. Robert told me the reason they like me so much is because you could speak to the children, and I asked what he meant, and he said till they're about 6 years old, they speak a kind of like telepathic pig Latin, where all you hear is kind of like, first we went to the apakataka, and then to the apapakaka. It's like a baby language, like a babble they kind of speak in between, and it's more emotion based and less like word based, if that makes sense.
How did you get out of being tortured to death by reptilians? How'd you escape that fate? What?
He didn't.
What do you mean?
They could bring. Well, explain it to him. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah, like eventually I had to go back, and then that's when the torture happened, because they didn't know what happened. They didn't know why I did it. They didn't know anything about what I did in the program or anything like that, and they were just going to torture me to death just for pleasure, for his joy.
They bring you back though, right? That's the thing.
Yeah, they brought me back in the end, and that's when it happened. It was 2 days long.
No, I mean back to life. Isn't it a thing they can just toss you in a tank and like reconstitute you or some shit?
Oh, right. Yeah, like there was behind me, there was all underground bases have med beds, they have healing tanks, they have age regression chambers, which they can age regress you 20 years in about 2 weeks. They have to send you back early from the program to age regress you. It takes about 2 weeks to age you 20 years. But yeah, they just kept on throwing me into a healing tank and then throwing me back out. Sometimes there was a guy at the bar on base. It was this British Army guy. I called him the Goon. And nobody else was at this bar because they knew these people were up no good, because they'd see him in the underground base sometimes wearing like black cloaks and black hoods. And he would just tell me things when he got drunk. And he told me that he was like pulling me out of the healing tank, which was probably 3 meters high. And a couple times I landed face first on the rock. And he said one time you started to convulse, and Aquino said, stop throwing him out of the tank. I want him fresh. So yeah, there was a guy on the bar that would just tell me things on base after I got back from this program, tell me about like a life I didn't know I had, basically.
Do you think Aquino whacked himself, or do you think he was taken out?
Oh, I mean, I don't know, but I mean, Aquino isn't what he's actually. One of the guys on base, that guy Lando, told me that, somebody else told him there's a machine in these underground bases that can extract the soul, the consciousness, but it has to be done before puberty. But it can't be done too young, because the body's like a vessel and it's mostly sedentary, like a vehicle. So the kid would get weak, the body would die. So they have to wait till they're about 9 or 10, and then they extract the soul out, and then something else can kind of project its soul into that body and use it like a puppet. And that's what Aquino was.
It's a moon child, right? That's why people do rituals in Colorado and whatever, because they're trying to let somebody be a vessel of something. In fact, Carl Jung claimed Germany got possessed with Odin, right? That dude Hitler's a hollowed out I think he was born to be what he was, and the reason they're trying to, you always hear about cloning Hitler. It's not because he was personally so cool. He's got the DNA to fill him up with something else.
Right.
Is my guess.
Right.
I don't know if Daryl wants to weigh in, but I'm probably wackier in my beliefs than Daryl is, and he went to Mars.
You went to Mars?
Yeah. Like when I was in the Dark Fleet, there was like a German breakaway society, and they were kind of like mercenaries for the Draconian Empire, which are like the reptiles.
Yep.
And yeah, I went to Mars just doing mantises. There's a lot of mantises on Mars, and they're very good at DNA manipulation. And I was basically like taking them, like finding these different mantis beings to take them back to the ship to get their basically, because it was against their will, to get information basically extracted from them.
You would capture the same beings people see on ayahuasca?
Yeah.
And this theme isn't all the disclosure now.
They're more tangible.
Why do they come to people on ayahuasca?
I mean, they're most like us, I would say. You can actually get them laughing in a sense. They're most like human beings. But I mean, I would say just because you're in that higher density, you're in, whenever you take hallucinogens, you go into like a fourth density, basically, is what you do. You go into the astral plane, the spirit realm.
Right.
Yeah, and this is something we can do naturally, go up one density. And that's one of the reasons why the reptiles created the density chamber, because fourth density beings don't have the ability to go up to fifth naturally like we do.
Okay, gotcha.
But, yeah.
How would you go naturally to fifth density?
I'm not sure. I'm not sure. Like there's like we have the ability to go up one just through meditation, astral projection, things like that. But they don't have that ability to go up one density naturally. So they need a machine to do it artificially.
So the thing about kidnapping, this is the thing. So the reason I looked into all this wacky shit, I swear to God, it's because it hit Daryl's story. I was looking up the tall whites first, okay? And then his story all of a sudden included Satanists for some reason.
Right.
And, I'd vaguely heard of the Nachtwaffen, but I didn't know anything. And keep in mind, the technology that they have, I don't know, do you ever wonder, how much of it is, they put you through an amusement park underground that looks exactly real? I guess there's no difference in the end if it seems completely real. But couldn't they just tell you you're on Mars and whatever? Can't they just tell you that?
Yeah. How do you know you're on Mars?
I mean, that's a good question. It's just memory, and memory's a strange thing. I mean, but what makes it wasn't that nobody told me I was on Mars. What makes it more tangible for me is that my executive officer took like an hour and a half before I left the Navy and just kind of explained everything to me. And he said the reason he explained it to me was because a majority of people who still have memories of the 20-year and back usually kill themselves in the first 6 months.
Is that because of
let me know that this was real?
What is that? Is that just because they're bad memories, or is that something to do with having two different time? Something temporal is wrong with you because you got memories from the future and the past at the same time.
I think it's both, because it's just that you have the bad memories, but it's also there's kind of two of you existing at one time. And if something happens where the one person on Earth retains his memories, it's like he's not whole or complete until the time loop is over, and until that person goes back on their 20 years. So it's like if you join when you're 20, you're not going to be a whole person if you still have memories till you're 40, because you're out of that time loop, if that makes sense.
I see.
Yeah, it does to me, but maybe that's...
Well, it's like
I might be in a time loop.
There's a whole series based on this. You could send half of your life you could work, but you don't remember.
They have a series now.
What's that called? It's good.
The one
I
with
saw a couple episodes of that. I forget.
Yeah, and that's there's a million movies out now. The new Spielberg one is so gross because it's got direct monarch. The girl's got monarch butterflies all over her wall. She gets lured to a gingerbread house by aliens posing as Disney creatures, because Disney's where they do a lot of real rotten shit underneath Disneyland. Walt Disney was always in on it. C.V. Wood, the disgusting warlock who built the place. All these people are... This is why I was asking Daryl this, because all these people...
Offended!
All these... You had this funny thing you said, Duncan, about going there and what Disney's there for, and I think you were just going off your feelings of being at Disney. It's there to make you blank out and hypnotize you.
Oh, yeah, it's psychedelics for kids.
Okay, so that's a thing you're saying as a joke. Well, I don't think you...
Sort of.
You're being funny, but That's what it is. No, it is.
Yeah.
And so these, like Aquino, why would a guy like Aquino work in the military let's say Daryl's full of shit and whatever, but why would this Aquino work in the military at all?
It's crazy.
He'd work in the military so we could put memories in people like the ones Daryl has. And he's a magic guy. And they're all, that's why all of America, I call all Americans are Disney adults, because they have mass warped everybody's fucking brain. And then I have no doubts they can spread you in two places. Bilocation's an old thing. He's describing kidnapping mantids so they can give information to these occultic off-world Germans. That sounds like Solomon summoning Goetia and using American soldiers as Shabbos Goy to go capture the demons to make them do what I want. You see the themes repeating? Like, there's something going on, you know?
Daryl, what's your day-to-day experience like now? I mean, you have all this, like, deep information. You know, you're a public figure. How do you cope?
Well, I mean, I can't. I think it's like a blessing that they did wipe my mind, because I have, you know, very vivid memory of the torture itself. I mean, and so there was a time probably when they were first all flooding back to me several years ago where I was on shaky ground. But I mean, I don't know. It's amazing what people can cope with. It's amazing that I could see this drone, is what they call them, you know, take apart a computer, and I didn't run away, or, you know, it just became part of life. And that's how human beings are. Like, we can see just unimaginable things, and it just becomes part of life.
Well, I think, it's what the Satanists say. The secret of human nature is programmability. And that's why they are trying to program us 24/7. I have a question about the Taygetans. Because, you know, okay, I get it. They're in fifth density, so their cone's smaller. It's easier to get around. But do you think it's possible? I don't know whatever planet they're supposed to be on, but let's just say it's 50 million light years or whatever. So if you were going to, let's say Hitler at that camp of eugenics camp he had of tall blondes breeding each other, and they stick him in a Nazi bell and say, hey, go to this planet 50 million light years away, and it's faster than light, they would have effectively traveled in time to before we were here on Earth, traveling that distance, correct?
Sure.
Is it possible those are just Germans that got sent up and went and did their own thing, and they might not even remember they're from here? It feels like everybody's from here, and they're lying and saying they're not from here.
Well, I mean, they still know they're from here. That they understand they have their own world now. That, like, they're an off-world planet.
Not the Nazi ones, the ones that are called Taygetans. The Taygetans sound like eugenics experiments.
They have been on. Yeah. They actually see us. They're interested in us because they see us as the way they used to be, and that could be on many levels. That we are like their descendants. That could be very, very true. And because you're exactly right, as you're traveling nearing the speed of light, you know, time is a complete illusion to these beings, especially fifth density beings. It's a complete illusion. So you're absolutely right. Yes.
So cause an event when you're in fifth density. I mean, do you remember any effects? The way I remember you kind of describing it. What happened when you were in fifth density before you even got into space or whatever? What did that feel like?
I mean, it was just your color spectrum went up, night vision went up, your hearing went up. Things tasted different. You move quicker. I remember there was something called density sickness on the moon. I first got sent to the moon for poking a reptile in the eye. I was going to do slave work for 20 years. And I remember, everything just got really fast, and I heard like chipmunk sounds, and it was very fast, and I just saw these blurs going in front of me, and I heard chipmunk sounds. And all of a sudden it was like one of the guys I work with was holding me by the arm saying, are you all right? Are you all right? And I said, yeah. And he goes, it's just density sickness. Don't worry about it.
Density
wear off.
sickness.
And it's just like you kind of go like the first 2 or 3 weeks after you get pushed into fifth density artificially, you kind of revert back in the third, and it's almost like a relief. But I remember that. I remember this density sickness. And when you saw it happen to other people, it happened to a different guy. And the same one who was holding my arms from the last time, he said, watch him. He said, hold him, make sure he doesn't fall. It'll wear off. And I went to grab this person's arm and like lift it up just because I was interested. And he said, don't do that. And I asked why. He said, you're much too fast for him. You could hurt him.
Shit.
So, yeah.
Daryl, I got to ask you, I'm so sorry. I had this dream. I can't get it out of my head. I was like, these reptilians were showing me something. They were showing me they had, I don't know how to put it, like observation bays, but in another dimension that kind of stick into our dimension. And they really liked watching us suffer. like they for no reason.
When did this happen?
It's just a dream I had, but it was
When?
one of those real. It was like I was at Disney when I took the family to Disney.
What?
I'm just kidding. It wasn't. I don't remember what it was.
Oh.
But Daryl, I just wanted to ask. It was one of those dreams you just remember. And one of the things they were showing me is how they travel. They have tunnels or something. They like to slither through. And in the dream, they were sort of saying they like the way it feels to like. It was so weird. It was just a dream, probably. But you're the only person I know who's met
one.
Met one. Does that just sound like a bullshit dream, or does any of that check out?
Well, I mean, they enjoy pain and suffering. They enjoy like the Mayan pyramids and the Aztec pyramids. That was them. The Egyptian pyramids were the avians, like Thoth and things like that. So they enjoy pain. They enjoy suffering. And the whole slipping in and out of like portals or whatever, that's something they do. That's like their forte. They're sneaky.
Yes.
Like as I said, they can be conjured. They can just show up and you might not be able to see them.
They said, well, didn't you say that the dude was telling you not to say the dude's name? Like Aquino, because he could, like, if you talk about him too much, they could watch you?
Yeah. Eventually, we just called him the 5,000-year-old reptile because, like, he said, like, we need to stop talking about Aquino. And I asked why. I was asking who he was, what the reptile was that possessed him, like, what was happening. And he said, we need to stop talking about him. And I asked why. And he said, we could conjure him. And I said, what are we, 10-year-old girls at a slumber party? We could conjure him? And he said, yes, I'm serious. He said he could be in this room right now and we wouldn't even know it.
And is this when you're in fifth density or regular normal?
Well, this is when I got back and I was just talking to him and he was just explaining my executive officer, everything.
Why don't we stop talking about him?
Well, he's tragically not with us. So wait, so they recruit you in this thing because you go through an IQ detector, and then you see a Roger from American Dad screwing his screws, and then you get taken with this big reptile, and then you think he's killing you. So right away you screwed up like your first day of this, right? Is that how?
Exactly. I screwed up royally my first day. Yeah, exactly. I was reminded of it like on a daily basis in the program, pretty much.
So he gets in the program, and the first day he fucks up by poking this lizard man in the eye, and his whole story is how he's bad for this.
I mean, it's the right response.
It's just like, you see why a story like this I can't stop thinking about? It's just so like, it don't sound like, there's a lot of secret space program stories and they're very hard to sort through.
No, this one's good.
But this is one that made me like look into all this shit. And the thing that's crazy is, I mean, we don't even have time to go into all of it. We have to have, we'll do like a dedicated the rest of the story. I just want you to understand about underground bases.
Yeah.
How are they digging them, by the way? Do you know?
Well, I mean, they have natural, tunnels that are already there. Like in Cornwall, I think it's called what is it? It's not. Is it St. Ives or End of the World or something? The very tip of Cornwall. It's a peninsula. Waves have been crashing against the Cornish cliffs for millions of years, and it's created this complex cave system. You can actually take a nuclear sub through it, through the end of the peninsula, and pop up in like an underground pond in St. Mogged in the underground bases. But they actually have like these big cylindrical shaped machines. You can find it on the internet on YouTube, and it has a nuclear reactor. I think it goes around 3 or 4 miles an hour when it's drilling, and it actually creates a 1 meter thick of glass. It turns the earth into glass. It's so hot. So as it drills, it already builds its support as it keeps going, and that's a big.
Cool.
There was it Phil Schneider where I think you mentioned him. Yeah, like those are the machines they were working with when that happened.
Wow, cool.
Do you know what the machine's called? It's not called a Shamir worm by any chance, is it?
What?
I don't remember, but you could find it on the internet. It's very available.
The Shamir worm is the one in the Talmud, Solomon, when he's harnessing the 72 demons to build the Lord's temple.
It's not a Shamir worm. It's probably got a dumb name, like a VR98.
I'm telling you what the story is. He's told when he uses his Solomonic powers to summon, I guess, a mantis, and he's like, he wasn't allowed to use weapons of war to cut the stone in the story. So, but demons are okay. That little plot hole there. But he goes, you need a Shamir worm, and it's some worm that they had to keep in a lead box, and it would immediately molecularly break down whatever was around. You could cut right through stone with it, and people are like, is it a laser? Is it a something? So I'm just wondering what they named that vessel that does it, and I wouldn't be surprised they call it
Shamir 498.
Some shit like that, yeah.
Or its nickname, yeah.
It's great meeting you, man. Thank you so much for coming on the show. Like, wow, what a story.
Yeah, because it's a last minute thing, but I want it because just tell him one thing, Daryl, about what this your commanding officer, after you get out from fucking up on your first day of secret space program,
sucks.
And so, what did he look like, and why did he look like that? This is the other amazing detail of this story that I will never forget.
Yeah, he said that. Well, he was looking down my timeline, so it was like he was a fifth density being. He was born that way. He was genetically engineered in the womb to be very telepathic, very psychic. And he was looking down my timeline, and he just looked up at me, and he in the office, and he said, "You think I look like Mike Pence?" And I said, "Who's that?" And he said, "He becomes Trump's vice president." And I said, "Trump the billionaire?" And he goes, "Yes." And then he explained to me that originally the timeline when Hillary Clinton won the presidency, which is when it happened, the United States was completely invaded, under the guise of immigration. It was much worse than originally what is happening now. And they had like 100-year, Hillary Clinton's second election, we got, United States was carpet bombed by nuclear weapons, and the United States fell. And then they had these 100-year breeding programs where they bred everybody together, of European descent, and then they took the lighter skinned people, and then they had a 100-year breeding program with the Chinese and the Asians, and then they kind of like admired themselves for 100 years and thought, we're finally one people, and so on and so forth. And then he said they realized they made a mistake, and they had to extract the Anglo-Saxon gene from the people they had. And doing that, this breeding program to extract the Anglo-Saxon gene, it created like a Mike Pence people. And he said that their hair salt and peppers at 50, goes completely white at 60. Their eyebrows turn completely white at 70, and their average life expectancy is 110. But he said they changed that. They changed that original timeline.
Wild.
Isn't that fucking amazing?
Very weird.
And his timeline's gone, but he's still alive and doesn't know why. Correct?
Exactly. He sounded very fearful when I brought that up. Yes.
Well, here, the old science thing. What happens if you go back in time and kill your grandpa? You become immortal and without sin. A snake blowing itself for all eternity. A real Mike Pence.
Yeah, exactly.
Anyway, okay, so we got Daryl back, but I just wanted to explain.
You're the best. Thank you
Keep
so
underground
much.
bases to Duncan
really appreciate it. Thank you for your time.
All right, thanks, Kurt.
All right,
Thanks,
brother.
Duncan.
Thank you.
Yep.
Cool. That was awesome.
Yeah, so there you have it. You another mystery.
Another
kind of the
mystery
start of a
solved.
Mystery. It's kind of the start of a mystery. So I think Daryl's telling the truth. That doesn't mean that all these other people were telling the truth to Daryl.
I don't know. It's so cool.
The part this is the thing that I don't think you're ever going to be able to pick apart is how much of this is external and how much of this is them programming your internal worlds, which are, if you know Hermeticism, the same thing. So, and that's the whole thing. If I get you to 100%, it's as good as a memory. I have altered reality completely. Think of the magic of Disney.
Yeah.
Now, I have a certain fear that underground, and this is really literally in physical matter hell, they have an amusement park of fucking all this insane shit that they don't have to, hey, you're going through a gateway to Mars right now. You didn't go anywhere.
Sure, just like a soundstage.
Okay, the most amazing soundstage that you could lure a child in with and then do unspeakable things, and then who's going to believe their story? And think of all the grooming movies you had about as a child you should like venture into a hole and go to a world of fairies
Alice
and goblins.
in Wonderland.
Labyrinth, all of them. Everything that's ever been shown to you since you're a child. Pokemon keeps popping up, and it's going to pop up again later. I'm
sure.
Everyone's been groomed. Everyone has been groomed to think a certain way and go a certain way, and you can, once you see it, you can't unsee it. And then you can see, like, if I was some creep that was enslaving everyone, okay, one, I would make them immoral as fuck, because then it requires a prison, such as the earth as a prison, right? So I'd make sure you're immoral so I can imprison you. You can't be free unless you got morals, right? So I'd want that, and then I'd make it a grotesque amusement park, like what America is, or the amusement parks of America. Underground, all the money, we're missing, like, not to alarm anyone, but like $40 trillion fucking dollars is just unaccounted for. So where the fuck is it? It either went off the planet or under the ground.
Why would you take money off planet?
It's, and at the end of the day, it's just units of energy, as the great Elon Musk's moon cult family wants, is the technate, where you're paid in energy units. So you're like, oh, I can travel or I can have a hamburger today. That's their future for us. So this guy's story, whatever's real or fake in it, it was compelling enough for me to go look up all this other shit to make sense of it. Because the story is actually like more interesting than anything I've ever heard in recent movies. And I've seen movies come out that hit on parts of it, but a detail like that Mike Pence thing, dude, is like begs for a
cool.
Sam Rockwell treatment.
It's very cool.
How could I forget that as a writer, that story?
Poor Mike Pence, his entire timeline.
And also,
wiped
when
out.
you figure in that Mike Pence is a huge piece of shit, okay, who's, by the way, in touch with the guy from the Quiverful cult, Gethard, real like this. If you know anything about the Duggar cult, 19 and counting, you know, the son went to, and my friend Brooke was raised in it.
Pence is connected to that dude?
Oh, of course. Every shitbag, evil child trafficking cult is connected to someone in the government. That's why there's blacked out parts in the... Here, just to my good friend Gavin McGinnis, who hasn't found anything in the Epstein files, and don't think it's because he didn't look. The reason they blacked anything out is because they're guilty, you dumb shits.
Can you do your apology to him? Because we said we would. And do you mind? Let me just...
Put the thing on. I want to apologize to Gavin because...
Hold on 1 second.
I'm the one having a moral panic here. Oh, wait, I don't need my headphones for this. Or actually, maybe I should sing it to Gavin.
This is not going to be singable, but you can try.
No, it's not. I can't sing anyway. Oh, Gavin, great point about what was Epstein even doing besides hooking up with 14-year-olds. Yeah, that's bad. But even Nick Fuentes says 15's okay, right?
Come on.
And
we worked on this so long. Come on.
It's low IQ to think there's anything more there. It's obviously perfectly reasonable for the U.S. government to redact a beef jerky recipe, right? That doesn't mean it's not an innocent beef jerky recipe just because they shut the entire government down to avoid complying with the law to show you what's in the file. You were right, a foreigner from Canada who converted to Catholicism as an adult, and there's nothing weird about that. And clearly, not only is that not weird, you're a great Christian on top of it.
Talk about how you think Vice is was great, and you were glad.
I used to love Vice. The Gavin was the first hipster. You know, all hipsters are from him. You remember that, right?
Now,
the man who launched Portland was Gavin.
Talk about how you love him.
I love his mustache. I used to love his articles in the magazine Vice. I loved working for Vice and having to fight to get paid like everybody else who worked at Vice. That's not on him. He was gone by then.
Wish him well.
He's doing great. He's up there like Schellenberger, denying Epstein's a problem. And no, low IQ conspiracy. It's not because he went with Rebel News on a trip to Israel.
This is good.
And they paid him a lot of money. It's not like he's the low IQ one for being pulled into a dialectic scam.
Apologize for not having kids.
And I want to apologize for not having kids. For some reason, that's the part he's really hung up on. And no, it's, I got paranoid and thought, who do you work for and why are you trying to breed more cattle and making me feel guilty like I owed your, whatever the fuck you serve, I guess King Charles? Oh yeah, and monarchy is good, and they're not reptilian. The high IQ take is that we need kings and a Venetian city-state, and that Epstein had a lot of riz. Oh, you telling me you're not going to go to 15-year-old island? Duncan?
What? Yeah, I love Vice.
And you know what? It's perfectly reasonable that a guy could invent Vice, which was a CIA cutout, and then the Proud Boys, which is some other government fake thing, honey trap, by mistake, and then go on to deny that Epstein was a thing. There's nothing suspicious about it.
At all.
And only a low IQ could ever see that. But anyway.
Thank you.
Obviously, he's not a Nazi. Well, I never called him a Nazi.
Never have.
Because I don't remember Hitler kissing the Wailing Wall like a bitch, right?
I got to go pick up my kid at camp. I'm sorry, man.
Oh, shit. I got to get my kid from space camp.
I got to get my kid from...
I got to go to the Denver airport and pick up my children.
Density is being lowered right now.
I left there to learn a thing or two about how things work. All right. Yeah, this is a good one, though. We got to the bottom of a lot of mysteries.
That was incredible.
Great apology. Epstein did nothing wrong. I'm the low IQ. I hope that's clear.
A beautiful apology.
Now that I'm not a parasite on society hating people richer than me who think regular people are cattle, like a loser would.
Right.
I can see clearly. All right, well, Mystery Boys.
Signing out. Namaste.
Mystery boys are so cuter.